what's going on? Comic Books NYC here. Doing something a little different today. Kind of got inspired a little bit by what Bueller's been doing on his Nerd Talk with Bueller channel, where he sort of just goes live without announcing it randomly and just sees what happens on the fly. So I thought I'd give that a shot. And it's also, of course, an open invite. So if anybody joins here in the chat and wants to join me, just let me know. Let me know what your email is, or shoot me your information via Instagram direct message, and I will shoot you the invite if I can figure that out. Well, I think I know how to do it. So yeah, basically that is the point of this show. It's really an impromptu live show. I got a couple books, but nothing crazy planned. Just kind of wanted to chill and see how it goes. I'm drinking a little bit of coconut water right here, so just kind of chilling. So hope everybody's having a good Tuesday. Got a couple people here in the chat. We got Steven Oates. Thanks for stopping by, man. Hello back. H-Town Comics, good to see you. Thanks for checking in here. So, like I said, you may have missed the top when I first kicked it off. Kind of just going live randomly with no particular plan and making this an open invite. So if anybody wants to join me live, just let me know, and I will send you the invite, and you'll be live with me as well. Ooh, Stephen Oates just got a Grail. Avengers #4, First Silver Age Captain America. That's a great book. Congratulations, Stephen. My friend, my buddy Matt, the boy who had 7, recently got his 7.5 CGC White Pages. A blazing nice copy of that book. It's a great book. Comics for All People, #1. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. Hey, Kenny, what's going on? Drive safe, my friend. Can everybody hear me okay? I'm testing out these new, headset John thing. So I did the Gotham City Chronicles show with it last night, and I felt like the levels were a little bit hot, but not too bad. So I tried to keep the microphone part away from my mouth, and I turned down the input level on the mic. So let me know if the audio sounds okay or not. Sounds clear, according to 84. Okay, cool. Thank you. So if you get home and want to join me, dude, let me know. I don't know how long your commute is, but this is I don't even know if this is a show I'm going to do regularly, but I titled the video Chillin Live, open invite. So kind of inspired a little bit by Bueller's show that he's doing on his Nerd Talk with Bueller channel, where he kind of just goes live really for the hell of it with no real plan. And he also throws out an open invite on that, so anybody can join him. So I will be essentially offering the same here. If anybody's interested, just let me know, and I will send you the link. Stephen Oates says I sound clear as well. All right, well, that's cool. I didn't really pull much to show. I got a couple things from my comic shop and whatnot. I decided to get back into reading Turtles, and I figured this City at War, the City at War storyline was a good jumping on point, especially as they are, the IDW run is heading towards issue 100. And of course, you got Jenica, the new turtle, being part of the crew. So it felt like kind of like an exciting time to jump back in from a reading standpoint. So I decided to pick up a few issues, starting with issue 93. So of course, this is the City of War Part 1. to that story arc. So we got issue 93 here. This is the cover A. They got issue 94. This is the cover A as well. So 94. I think this book got hot for a cameo, maybe. I'm not 100%. I haven't read these yet, but I plan on diving into these relatively quickly here. So I'd like to get caught up on the story before issue 100 comes out. Comic Head 84 is asking, have you been reading Curse of the White Knight? Yeah, I read issue 2 yesterday, I think, or maybe the day before. I'm enjoying it. I dig Sean Murphy's art style quite a bit. I like books that are both written and drawn by the same person, if you will. So I enjoy that, especially Batman universe. And I just like the Elseworlds nature of it. I'm not going to take it too seriously as far as what else is going on in DC continuity, but obviously because it's not part of it. Los, what's going on, bro? Haven't seen you in a minute. Driving home from work. A lot of people driving home from work right now. Appreciate you listening. Drive safe. So where was I? Okay, so this is issue 94, TMNT, cover A. And then here's issue 95, which I guess is the big issue now. This is like a near mint copy of cover A. So I believe that's City of War Part 3, right? Yeah, it would have to be. Part 3. Also got the B cover for that one. So had to get that Kevin Eastman cover. Interesting fact, the original artwork for this Kevin Eastman cover for 95, cover B, which is the first Jennica, or first full Jennica. Anyway, the original artwork for this cover B, sold at auction about 2 days ago on eBay for over $3,000, I think, something like that. So I don't know if that's a good result or a bad result. If I'm honest, it's probably a pretty decent result. I think that's probably a good result for the buyer, honestly, like long-term wise, especially if Jennica really turns into something long-term and gets incorporated into animated series and movies down the line. Also got a third copy of issue 95. This is the C cover. You actually see her on the cover there. So there you go. This is a pretty cool looking white cover. Hey, what's up, Biggieshaq? Oh, he's down to chill. All right, so I'll send you the invite. Let me get you the invite. Let's see here. Before I keep going, screw this up. I know I have your email. Let me see if I can pull up my email here. What am I doing here? Do this all in real time. Bear with me, guys. Sorry. I was trying to send Biggieshaq the invite. It's like a melody, something, but I want to say it out loud. Sorry, guys, just bear with me. I'm trying to get this invite out to Biggieshaq. There it is. Invite. All right, Big. Sent you the invite, so feel free to join whenever you want. Comics for All People is seeing Eastman in November to get his sign. That's probably a good call right there. Mr. Garrow, what is up, man? So it's just showing 3 copies of issue 95 that I grabbed. Also, issue 93, issue 94. I want to read this whole story arc. And I got a couple copies of issue 96 here. This is the cover A. I got the cover B for 96. I believe this is a second printing cover A. The trade dress is in a different color. The trade dress is in red. Whereas on the other copy, the the trade dress over here is in blue. Or they sent me the wrong book. I'm not entirely sure about that, so we'll have to kind of confirm that. I got picked up issue 97. This is the cover A. Issue 97, I got picked up the cover B. And I also got the retailer incentive exclusive for issue 97 because I love that cover. That cover is so cool. Check that out. So yeah, that's City of War, part 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I believe once I get through these, I will be caught up and I can start picking it up on new comic book days moving forward. So I hope to read probably all of these issues in the next couple days so I can be sort of fully up to speed on the latest on the TMNT IDW run. Bake the Snake, what's up, my friend? Good to see you. Bake's got a YouTube comic book auction coming up on Saturday, I believe. So if you're around Saturday, mention the details in the chat so I can highlight it, Bake. I might be joining that one. We'll see. I'm kind of figuring out what I have here as far as inventory and some stuff I can probably move on to other collectors. So you might see me make an appearance on that auction. So I'm going to keep going with the haul here. These next few books are Turtles books, Turtles anthology books from like the 90s, I believe. And this series is called Turtle Soup. So essentially this series is Turtle stories written and drawn by people besides Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird. So they didn't have direct involvement in these stories, but I think they kind of like had some sort of like producer oversight over it or something. All right, well let me add Biggie to this stream real quick. What's up, Big? How you doing, brother?
Yo, it's my main man NYC, brother.
What's up, bro? Check this cover out, dude. You got some turtles on a dragon.
Whoa!
Right? Look how fucking cool. Dude, it's Turtle Soup #1.
Okay.
Volume 1. Yeah, it's an oldie. It's like an early 90s anthology series from the Turtles called Turtle Soup. This is Volume 1, Issue 1. This is the only issue in Volume 1. And then they redid it. They did a new volume. So here's Volume 2, Issue 1. So Volume 1, Issue 1. Volume 2, Issue 1. Volume 2, Issue 2. Volume 2, Issue 3. And then I got 2 copies of Volume 2, Issue 4 right here. Inside this issue is the only time Jack Kirby ever drew TMNT in an officially published book. He drew a splash page in here. Yeah.
I think he was talking about that, dude.
Yeah.
Put that bad boy out. I want to see it.
Yeah, I want to flip it out and show it to you guys. So I picked up 2 copies of that. One's like a very fine, and the other one's like a near mint. So I'll open up the lower grade one, show it. But it's a pretty cool page. Yeah, I was, I was bidding on that the auction for that original art on Comic Link. I lost, but what are you gonna do?
Hey, I know you're gonna be in Wells auction tonight, ain't you?
No, actually, well, Wales auction's on Thursday night. I'm gonna be in the chat. I'm gonna be in the chat bidding and stuff probably, but I'm not selling anything on Thursday night. I might join Bake's auction though on Saturday. So
no, that's what I meant. Just buying stuff. I didn't mean selling anything.
Yeah. Okay. So Bake's saying Saturday 8 p.m. on his channel is the auction, and Lord Vasco from the Comic Kids will be on there. I might be on there selling some stuff. If I'm not selling some stuff, I'll probably just be bidding on stuff or hanging out. Yep. It's pretty cool. I'll show it in a second. Unruly, what's going on, my brother? Welcome. Shredder loves him some turtle soup. All right. Let me find this page for you guys. It's,
NYC.
yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You're loud. You're loud and clear for me.
All these turtle videos I watch and everybody talk about the turtles, I've never heard one person say toidles like Rocksteady used to say it.
Toidles.
Oh, you pesky toidles.
All right, so I'm gonna go bigger screen real quick to show this panel, but let me see figure this out here. How do I do this?
Just hit your corner screen button.
Corner screen. Still getting used to this. Oh, well, that's good enough. All right, so here it is. See that page?
Whoa.
That is Jack Kirby drawing Michelangelo, I believe. Yep, he's got the nunchucks.
Damn, dude, I think I like that bottom pink thing better than the fucking turtle.
Oh, the crazy ape animal thing.
Yeah.
But you see there, you got the Jack Kirby signature right there.
Whoa.
Yep. So the original art of him actually drawing this page, like the actual original drawing, sold for $6,600 on Comic Link.
Wow.
Yep, pretty crazy.
Damn, 6 stacks. That
Yep.
must have been like 96 or so, 98 maybe.
I think it was 92 or 94. Hold on.
Oh.
92, February 92.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Huh. That's
84.
A deep hit, bro.
Oh, so Unruly says your audio's a little low, but it sounds fine to me, but I don't know. Maybe it's different for everyone else.
Yeah.
Like
I had my hand on it.
Unruly summarizes it pretty well. It's like the turtles were made for the king. So you know why I actually tried to hunt this book down and why I wanted to bid on the original art is like I heard that story from Mike Mignola at Fan Expo Boston. So I heard Mike Mignola speak about the time he met Jack Kirby, and like it was like whatever, it was obviously before he passed and probably in the early 90s. And he was on a panel at a con with Jack, and that was the first time he ever met him. And he locked eyes with the king, and the first thing he did was show Mignola his like notepad. Like he had a little like sketch pad on him, right? And he was drawing the turtles, and he was like, "Yeah, I like the turtles." So I was like, "Wow, okay, that's crazy." Like the king drawing TMNT. Like I wonder if that ever actually materialized into anything. It turns out it did, into that one page that he ever drew officially that got published in that book. So had to get the book. Didn't think I had a shot at getting the original art. I was bidding on it, on the half-ass chance like it was under the radar, but no, it wasn't. So,
Yeah, Jack Kirby fucking one of a time art. That's under the radar.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Yeah.
So that's it for the TMNT books. And I picked up a couple of Batman books. I picked up the first book in this series at Fan Expo Boston. This is the Jim Starlin, Bernie Wrightson miniseries called Batman the Cult. So I already have issue 1, but this is issue 2. And then this is issue 3. This has got a really badass cover right there.
Oh,
yeah. Right? There you go. Check that out. And this is my favorite cover of the run right here, issue 4. Look at that. Some Bernie Wrightson magic on Batman.
Yeah.
So, yeah. All right, so let's
Have you ever seen the KKK issue
of Batman?
Yeah, Batman.
I don't think so. What issue?
I don't know, but it's not hard to find. I took my boy to the comic shop, and he picked it up, and he's a black dude, so he was like, "This is mine." I was just like, "Well, fuck it, it's yours. You found it, And then I find out it's a pretty nice book to get. And then, have you ever seen the Beatles Batman comic?
I think I have seen that one. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that was like 266 or something.
Yeah, I think I've seen that one. I love Silver Age Batman, dude. Silver Age Batman's awesome. It looks like Kenny accidentally bought something with his butt. What was it, Kenny?
Super expensive. Damn it, 84. Hey, by the way,
Comics-
shout out to 84. He won my first competition Monday Night Raw. He's like my Raw champ. So
Oh, nice.
yeah, congratulations to him.
I gotta check that out. Well, what was on Monday night?
Yeah, you just grab 10 books and we hold them up and you just guess the key and you keep going.
Okay, cool. Isn't that like the second time you've done that, Kenny?
The first time he didn't care.
Yeah. Unruly says 20 years ago when I was buying art a lot, you could get decent curvy pages for less than 5K. Yeah. Let's see. $35 pair of House of X 1 and 2 that he didn't want.
Damn.
Was it at least some sort of like variant, or was it like the A, like you know, was it like a exclusive, or was it like just the A covers?
Hey, bro, I'm out of the loop. How much is an A cover #1? Is that like worth something?
I don't know. I think the prices are definitely more than cover price now. Like they are, like the prices are getting a little bit jacked, but I don't know exactly what they're going for right now on eBay. I mean, I pulled all those books, you know, on my pull list, or well, not my pull list, but like the manual list that I give to Midtown each week. Every week I go through all the new books, and I just send my list to Midtown, and they hold it. So that works out pretty easy for me. But yeah, dude, I really like that Batman cover, right?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Kind of reminds me of maybe a Batman Beyond.
Yeah, definitely. I just like just that grittiness in his teeth, you know? It's like,
yeah, it's pretty sick.
it's cool. I haven't read this miniseries, though, but I heard TJ said it was good, that the interior art is good and everything, so gotta trust TJ. He says it's worth the read, so it's worth checking out for the art, at least. Bake says it's going for $20 for the A cover.
Okay. Hey, do you have many 80-page giant Batmans?
No, I got a couple 80-page giant Supermans. Like I have the first one, the 80-page giant #1. I think I got a couple of the other ones. As far as annuals, I don't really have a ton of annuals or giants for Batman personally. Do you got any?
I'll send you one, dude. I got a lot of Superman. Like you said, I don't have many Batman, but I do have like a lot of weird. But I'll get specific Batman for you. I've seen one down at the shop. It's not that bad.
Oh, that's awesome, dude. I appreciate you sending me anything. You don't have to send me anything.
No, I know that. It might be like a week, but it's a 25-center. I'll get it eventually. I'll let you know.
That's rad, dude. Appreciate that. And thanks for joining me here on my first attempt at this open invite random shit that Bueller does like all the time. You know?
Yeah, open invite, dude, and if ain't nobody there, dude, I'm always ready, bro. This is how I dress every day, so you know.
You're just good to go all the time. I love it. Unruly. What's he saying? I don't even know. I think they're having their own conversation that I'm not following. So.
See that book 84 had where Superman was the Herald?
Oh yeah, what was that? That was a DC. Was that a DC? That one of those DC Marvel crossover books when they were collaborating or whatever. I guess Marvel was like in the shitter. So at the time,
I think DC was more in the shitter.
They were probably both in the shitter. Let's be real. You know. Yeah. Pope Cerebus is in the house, and I will concur with that. Biggieshaq cracks me up. Funniest guy in the community.
Pope was shaded up a long time ago, brother. He's been rocking the shades for years now.
Oh, really? Yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen Pope, or am I thinking of somebody else? For some reason, I thought Pope was a faceless guy on his channel, but I could be wrong.
I think I know what I'm talking about. I could be wrong.
I could be wrong too.
Let me know, Pope. Don't you wear sunglasses? You got some tats?
I don't know. We'll see. You'll probably answer. Mr. Garrell, I'm working on your A-OK, man. So hang tight a second, but it's coming. Yep, it'll have the Venom box in it, and it'll have some other cool stuff in it. I might even give you that Venom figure because, like, after it sitting on my shelf for like a week, it's like I don't know if I really even want it. Was it a good read, 84? Because I actually haven't read any of those DC Marvel crossover books. I've only seen them in, like, you know, at cons or whatever, you know, in like cheap bins. I never actually bought one.
I like them.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like Access that much. The only thing, the question I asked 84 in the comment was, did Superman want to be the Herald? Because I'm just trying to figure out. I thought he wanted to kick Galactus's ass, and then all of a sudden he's just the Herald. So I don't know. It kind of cucked Superman, and I'm a Superman fan, so I don't like seeing Superman look like a pussy, you know?
Yeah. So Pope says Midwest Pope Grimy, his homie. So it is. I believe he is a faceless guy. It was Pope Grimy you were thinking of with the
okay, yeah, that's
sunglasses. Yeah. Mr. Garrell, yep. Thanks for letting me do it, bro. Took a second to convince him, like, to even let me send him an A-OK. So thanks for caving.
Mr. Garrell, man, he acts
Open
like
invite.
yeah,
who
like
that?
you know, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go for it.
I was gonna say, Garrell always kind of seems like he's not able to be on YouTube that much, kind of. I don't know.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know, dude. It's
know.
like you see him with HBK and you see him with Mastodon and stuff, but besides that, I don't really see him hopping on a lot of stuff.
Well, if you're around right now, Mr. Garrell, you're welcome to join us, dude. This is an open invite. Like I said, I got really no plan here. So I'll put the freaking link in the chat if you guys want. I don't care.
Yeah.
Here you go. Okay, maybe I'll delete that.
Hey, I got 10 Raw books if anybody wants to do a Raw episode real quick.
I don't know. Sending a link on Instagram is like complicated because then I gotta like email it to myself, or let me see if I can figure that out. Well, I already copied it into the chat, so that should be suffice, right? Like,
yeah, you're using StreamYard. It should be easy as hell.
Yeah.
Just go to your Gmail.
Yo, what's up, Javi? Javi's in the house.
Nice. Conquistador. You should get on that Silver Sunday with them, bro. You got a lot of silver.
That is true. What Batman was that? So that was Batman the Cult, issue 4 of 4. Here's issue 3. Here's issue 2. And issue 1 I showed on my Fan Expo Boston haul. It's somewhere in a box right now. So, yeah, I'm not sure how to send it via Instagram, but I already sent it in the chat. So, oh, there's WhoDat. Okay. He figured it out.
Uh-oh.
There he is. There he is. Show me the silver. I don't hear him, though.
I don't see him.
I don't see him or hear him.
Hey, you might have to come back, WhoDat. Start over.
All of YouTube artists. Oh, okay. He's got a bad connection. Give him 5 minutes. All right, well, we'll just leave your blank screen on the show for now. Maybe a Javi and Kavi show. Yeah, it rhymes. It rhymes.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
Who else is in here? How many can be on at once, Garrell? I don't know, actually. 6? Is that it?
I think so.
Oh man, it's kind of small. What was the limit in the Google Hangout era?
10.
10. Okay.
Yeah, it used to get fucking nutty, bro. Do you remember? I was on a couple of my early streams. I was in a big fucking one. On
yeah, I think I was on like a 9 or 10 person one at one point.
Yeah.
That those can get like silly to some degree, like because you don't even know. Like people are talking over each other. You can't even really hear anything.
Yeah, I'm bad enough with just one person, let alone 10, dude. That's insane.
Right. All right. Well, the WhoDat idea failed miserably. But maybe he'll circle back around. If anybody else wants to join, the link is literally in the chat room. So don't be shy. Don't be shy.
Everybody do that. That's crazy.
Well, look, I mean, there's like 9 or 10 people in here. Everybody that we know, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like by the time any of my other subs who don't watch me live and only watch me on the replay try to watch any 2 minutes of this, the link will be dead. So,
Yeah.
okay, he'll be there in 5. That's what he says.
All right, sweet.
All right, we'll wait around for you, bro. I got at least another 30 minutes to just mess around here, I guess. If anybody has any questions, if anybody wants me to go dig out something, I can get up and leave and come back or whatever. But dead zone. Are you trying to do it from your phone or is that what you're doing? All right.
I don't either.
What do you wish, Javi? Damn, I wish.
Probably
I'm not
he
sure.
could get on here with us. He's probably busy.
Oh, he's at work or something.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. His brother lives in New York. What part of New York?
Did you watch did you watch D-Runk and Bear last night?
I watched it on replay. And I commented it was Baron's birthday, which I had no idea. So I said happy birthday in the comments or whatever. But that was pretty funny. I thought they had pretty great not really. It was kind of like bromance-y chemistry or something. I don't know how to describe it, but it's pretty funny.
I wish somebody would just fight for a change. I love how 90 and 84 just fight like they hate each other. That's the shit I like. I think they're missing a good opportunity.
I saw you in there, kind of trying to fuel the feud a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
WhoDat is back, maybe. Let's see what he's doing.
Come
Are you
on,
around? No. Nope. Trying again. I think
WhoDat.
StreamYard just automatically pulls the feed if the person doesn't start soon. I think, or maybe it detects the bad connection. Or I'm not really sure. Javi wants.
What? Maybe if I leave, he could come in, and I'll come back.
You want me to remove you from the stream and then add you back?
I'll leave, and I don't know if I'll still have your invite or not, but maybe send me another one, and I'll come back, and he'll be able to come in.
Well, it's in the chat, so I don't think it has anything to do with your connection.
Okay.
For him, I mean, if you need to leave here, you're welcome to leave. I mean, there's no rules here. There's no rules.
Yeah.
Let me see. Let me see if I got any Silver Age Avengers candy over here. If I got to go to the boxes. Probably have. Let's see. Oh wait, he's trying on his phone. That's why. Yeah, that's probably why it's not working.
I'm on my phone.
I don't really collect Conan.
I don't either.
Yeah, so not a big Conan guy. I mean, I like it. I can appreciate it, but I don't really collect it necessarily. I've read a few stories, but I don't really go after those books when I see them, personally.
If I ever see them, I would. I don't see them that much. But,
right.
Yeah.
I see them a decent amount, but really only at cons.
Hey, let me try something. I got a couple obscure keys. Let me see if you could pick up on them.
All right.
Let me see. I don't have much light is the problem.
All good.
Okay, how about this one?
I think I can make you bigger, right? How do I make you bigger on the screen? Do I click on you or?
Yeah.
How do I do that? Oh wait, click on your little face icon. There it is.
Any
Is
idea?
that what series is that? Cosmic Ghost Rider?
Yeah. Number 3.
I don't know. I don't know what's key about it. What's key about it?
Okay. First Jugger Duck.
WhoDat? No, I did not. I actually explained that earlier on the show, and I literally showed the Jack Kirby book, the TMNT book, but I lost. I was close. New Mutants. Which one was that? I don't know. I don't know what's key about that one. No.
First Legion.
Oh, really? First David Haller? Is it First Legion or First David Haller?
Hold on.
Because I know they like distinguish those differences in Marvel. Especially.
I think this is first cameo Legion, and then the first full is on X Factor.
Got it. Sam I Am Comics is in the house. What's up, brother? How do I get back to the dual view?
You gotta click the 2.
Oh, okay. There you go. What's up, Sam? Good to see you. Got any issues of Lookers? Is that like the X-rated stuff?
Yeah, that's the book I had.
I don't got any of that X-rated stuff.
I don't either.
Unruly, the Kirby page for TMNT went for $6,600 on Comic Link, $6,600, which is, I mean, it's a lot, but for the only TMNT published Jack Kirby page ever that he ever did in a published book, I think that's actually a pretty decent price for that. Whoever won that. What's up, the Comic Cats?
Oh, dude, I know these guys. These guys are awesome.
I don't know if I'm familiar. I gotta make sure I gotta check if I'm subscribed. I will do that right after the stream. Thanks for stopping by, Comic Cats. So wait, who else? What's the oldest book in my collection? That I know. That I can get. Hold on, just give me a second though.
Shout outs to the chat. I can't see y'all, but I appreciate y'all stopping by. Friend YC, man. What's that?
So this is the oldest book in my collection. Hold on, let me get bigger here.
Yeah.
There you go. So this is the oldest book of my collection. It's from 1939. It's 4-color issue 2. So it's the second ever issue of 4-color.
Wow.
By Dell, and it's Don Winslow of the Navy. It's a 1.8 with off-white pages, but as you can see, Dell Publishing, 1939.
Wow.
Yep.
Man, I got a beautiful Navy book, dude. Let me see if I can find it.
All right. It is a comic book. It's not a pulp or anything like that. So it's the.
I just put it up today.
Under 10K for the 10K Kirby TMNT is cheap in WhoDat's opinion. I wouldn't say cheap necessarily, but fair, definitely a good deal. Let's see. Ooh, some more love for Comic Cats in here. Oh, really? I gotta check that out. Yes, 1939. It does look sharp for a 1.8. I mean, I do have like the Mylar or whatever. Let me get it out of the Mylar bag. Just a second. Here you go. Even out of the Mylar bag, it looks pretty sharp for a 1.8. And you got that old school golden age ads on the back and everything. Like, look at all these crazy like little ads for different things. Rings, dresses, all sorts of crap back there. Oh wait, let me get the camera on you for a second. Oh, we got JB in the house. JB, thanks for stopping in, brother. I love it. Love the open invite. People are using the chat to join the invite. I think that's new. No one's ever done that before, so you can credit.
Right? Yeah, I don't think anyone's ever done that. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. We got the camera on big for a second because he's showing this crazy Navy action book.
Sweet.
But,
Baby action.
look at that.
That is sweet.
That's really
Where'd you find that, Big?
At my comic shop. I got another one behind. It's okay.
cool.
10 Center, Golden Age.
Nice, dude. I love
Yeah.
these. Like, I love these obscure like Navy and military Golden Age books. They're great. They're great.
No, you can't pass them up.
No, you can't. So what's up, JB? How's it going with you, man?
Oh, you know, just living the dream out here in California, being a stay-at-home dad and
There you
doing
go.
my thing.
Nice, dude.
So, you know, I saw an open invite and said, "Hey, shit, I'm sitting at
Yes.
home.
Yeah, you know,
I'm doing laundry. I'm,
Nice.
you know, reading comic books. Let's talk comic books. Let's go, you know, see what's going on."
yeah, man. Like I've been watching. Like I haven't been able to catch him live every time, but I always watch the replays of Bueller's Nerd Talk channel. You know that like
Yeah.
that low key channel that he has.
Yeah,
Where
I like
he
that channel.
I like that channel because he does these open invite chats and like he just kind of sounds off on various things that come up, and I think that's a fun, more fun way to do a live stream.
I would actually say that's my personal lurker channel. That's my Perry lurker channel. I will
Yeah.
actually sit there and just kind of watch that, and you know, I don't have to pop in and say hi. I can watch
Right.
that and be entertained and
Right.
not ruin it for anybody else.
That's a good.
So, man, I'm reading a lot of good books recently, guys.
Yeah.
You know, I've taken some
Nice.
time. You know, obviously, I'm stepping back from the show. All of next week, I'm on a cruise ship for my 20th anniversary. So this
Nice,
whole
dude.
week has just been about get the house ready for Grandma to come over. She's going to be watching the girls and make sure the girls are ready. And it's dude, there's a lot of stuff to check off if you're going to be leaving the house for a week. I'll tell you what.
I've never been on a cruise, man.
Oh my goodness, really?
Are you like an expert at it? Like
no, I would. There's some people I would say that are like cruisers. They go every year. We go maybe once every 5 years. But this one we were planning, and you know, what do you do for your 20th wedding anniversary? Let's go on a cruise.
Yeah,
and this boat is supposed to be really nice. I guess it was just built last year, and it's got a little racetrack on the top of it, so it's gonna be fun.
Congrats, dude! 20 years. That's fantastic, dude.
Yeah, 20 years, and loving every moment of it right now. Actually, things are going really well. What's that? Yeah, it's got a little racetrack on the top deck. It's a brand new ship. It was just built in 2018. It's a Norwegian cruise line. But anyway, books. These people don't want to hear about what's going on with me. I got some books that I'm reading, and if anybody who hasn't read this,
I'm reading
boom.
That. Yeah, that came up a little bit earlier. I read issue 2 yesterday. I read issue 2 yesterday. It was great. I love it. I love Azrael in Batman, like in the Batman. Even though this is like an Elseworlds and like I guess it's a different version, you know, but it's cool. I love it.
And then if anyone reading this, because I just read 1 and 2 of this one, Reaver.
I haven't been picking that up.
I'm digging this. Pretty cool story.
It's one of those titles where like I got, where I look at the covers and I'm like, these covers look really enticing.
Yeah,
but
I didn't get it for the cover. Actually, I missed it for book club, and then of course, I popped it on book club, and they were explaining, this is kind of like a Middle Earth kind of, warring families, territories kind of thing, and then there's somebody who can see the future, but he's, basically in a bath of blood. It's pretty crazy, and there's a group of people that are going to go out there and try and get their hands on this guy, and they have to get through some enemy territory. Good stuff, man. I'm enjoying it.
Nice, Craig Brewer. He's saying he's got a Wiz Comics issue from 1940, issue 69. Very nice, very nice. DS Comics is also in the house. Good to see you, brother. DS.
Nice.
I'd like to say something about Miss Discovery. Miss Discovery is a pretty attractive lady. So Big Discovery's doing pretty good. I've seen her behind the scenes. She's a nice girl.
Thanks, Big. I appreciate that. She'll dig that. I'll tell her to watch this in the replay. Her head will blow up.
Miss Discovery's awesome, man.
Oh man, no, she's awesome. She's actually home today, and she's been taking care of some stuff. I'm telling you, if you're gonna leave the house for 7 to 10 days and leave your kids with grandma, you better make sure you got everything. When I say everything, is there peanut butter and jelly? I mean, just all the stuff that grandma likes to snack on. You got to make sure you got all that stuff there and stocked and ready. So, and then all the laundry. Oh, you know what dude. If you're leaving the house leaving your kids with somebody for a week, you need to have the house ready. Anyway, who's reading Invisible Girl?
I'm not,
Or
but
Invisible Woman.
I'm not, but I pulled the Adam Hughes cover for tomorrow because it's fantastic. Have you guys seen the Adam Hughes cover that's coming out tomorrow?
No, but I'm
Invisible
definitely
Girl?
getting this one because the
It's
story is actually
good.
pretty decent. You know, one of those spy espionage type things. Now, I will tell you, I was a little disappointed. Black Cat 3 will be the end of Black Cat for me, unless it's a cover buy. I went all the way to issue 3. I was really excited when they unlocked that guy in Doctor Strange's he got his hands on his thing, and I thought, oh man, this is gonna be good. And then they just kind of blew it off and moved on to something else.
I love the character, like obviously in any Spider-Man book. Like I like her. Like I'm reading Symbiote Spider-Man right now, and I think she's great in that. But I never, for whatever reason, I held off on the temptation on all of those Black Cat covers, and I just have not been picking up that series. So it sounds like the story isn't great. So
no, I'm done now. Yeah, I gave it to 3. I was excited there, but they let me down. So unless I hear some really fantastic stuff about 4, I'll be passing on that one.
Yeah.
And then next queued up, maybe you guys can tell me. I haven't read it yet, but I've got book 1 and 2 of Batman Last Night on Earth ready. These are queued up. That's my next read, and then I got to get into my Silver Surfer 3 to see what's going on there, and Blade Runner 2. So yeah, I got a lot of stuff to read. I'm enjoying it. What are you guys reading?
What am I reading? Reading basically all the Spider-Man titles except for I read Miles Morales up to issue 9, I guess, and now 10's coming out, and I guess it's his 250th issue. But I feel like they're going to charge more for that one, so I didn't pull it. But I will probably look at it on the shelf and maybe make a game time decision on that tomorrow. I am reading I have Last Night on Earth. I haven't read it, just like you. I'm in the same boat.
Yeah.
I am reading the Curse of the White Knight. I'm reading Die. Reading Die.
Oh, Die. Definitely Die.
Definitely reading Die.
And then HOXPOX. If you're not reading those, come on.
I'm reading all those. I'm fully up to speed on that. What a shocker of an issue.
What a shocker. Blown my mind.
What
are you doing? Absolute Carnage?
I am doing Absolute Carnage. I read issue 2 already.
Savage Avengers?
Really enjoying Absolute Carnage. No, I read issue 1 of Savage Avengers, and I was just like, it wasn't really for me for whatever reason.
I've been reading all of the Savage Avengers. The last 2. Issue 4 had a big giant Venom dog, and I dug it. Yes.
Yeah,
issue
that's
4
cool.
was hype. And
yeah, I'm getting to that one.
All right, I might have to circle back to that one.
I think the Deadpool runs over for Scotty Young, which sucks because I was doing that, and then I've been reading Carnage, Absolute Carnage, and there's one more I was reading, but I can't think of it off the top of my head. Oh yeah, Carnage versus Deadpool.
I'm reading Guardians of the Galaxy, Donny Cates.
Yeah, that one too.
I'm reading Old Man Quill. You know, John's Comics with Kids is a big fan of that one. I am too. I like that book. Ethan Sachs is really doing a good job on that book. What else am I reading? I'm sort of still reading Middle West. Like I'm like 4 issues behind. I keep picking it up, but I'm behind on it.
Kanto is next. I got 1, 2, and 3. I've been holding off on the reading 2 and 3 because I read 1 to the girls, so now I got to read 2 and 3 to the girls.
There you go. Pope Cerebus is on the same page over there.
Yep, that's who reminded me.
I keep
look at all the stuff
I
got within hand's reach over here. All these comics I got.
Yeah, I got
within hand's reach.
like nothing in hands.
So my next one is Thorough and John's Comics with Kids got me onto Little Bird, and I read 1, and now I had to run off and go get 2, 3, 4, 5, so I can get caught up on some Little Bird.
White Whale is a big fan of that one too. I never quite pulled the trigger on it. Hey, what's up, WhoDat? Welcome to the show.
What's up, Russell, man? How you doing? Russell and I trying to do something. We're trying to get together on some Spider-Man boxes. Maybe it'll be happen next time. But I got a stack I gotta open over here.
I had too many, and I had to get rid of them. And I kind of got discouraged because I knew the winner was already picked. So
yeah.
I was like, I'm just gonna open and get rid of some of these boxes.
Was the winner of the last round someone in the community that we know, or is it?
No. Well, they randomly put up the pictures of winners. And I hate to say they don't even wait till everybody gets the box.
I agree with you. I really agree with you that they should at least wait to post the picture. Now, if someone else posts the picture, it's fine, right? And if you're following that hashtag, it is what it is. But I wish they would not post the picture until everyone at least got their box in their hand.
Yeah, like they posted
that thing's still in the mail, and I already know it's a loser. You're like,
they posted the picture for the Avengers 1, and I was like, well, I got another 2 days before I get my boxes, but thanks, I know I didn't win.
I find that odd because like half the part of the reason why people are, I mean, well, not even half, more than half of the reason
that's
why
like 99%
is about the chase for that big book, you know?
Right?
So if that's already like you feel like
you're gambling, man.
Yeah, you feel like
you're just gambling.
You're taking the air out of the whole like experience. If you,
I had to put their Instagram on sleep. I didn't get unsubscribed, but I said, oh, you can put people's stuff on sleep so you don't see their posts. So I just did that. So I'm still following them. I still can go to their page easily, but it won't come up on my feed. I won't get disappointed like with those books and stuff in boxes. So I'm happy I found that out, but I wish I'd have found it out earlier. I was so disappointed.
What else is going on, WhoDat? I know you're gearing up for some major.
Besides getting this in the mail, collectibles insurance, so I have to renew.
Yeah, I renewed. So they called me like saying, "Hey, like your policy has lapsed. Like you forgot to renew." I'm like, "Oh shit!" Like so, you know, there's another couple $100 gone. But anyway.
Yeah, I gotta. I'm about to increase my insurance.
I increased it, but I still have it under like what my total collection value is. I'm like not sure exactly if I should increase it to the actual value of the collection or not.
I would.
I guess so. I guess I should.
Because what I found out from them, and you might have found the same information, is as long as you don't have a book or a piece that is worth, I forgot how much, thousands of dollars, then you don't have to worry about getting.
I think it's 25,000 or 20.
Yeah, if you have one piece worth over that amount, then you don't have to get it appraised.
Right.
So your overall collection could be $200,000, but if you got $200,000 worth of books here and there, you're okay. So I was like, all right,
cool.
But I know I need to increase mine after this year, and this year's not even over. So it's been a crazy year. That's all I'm gonna say. I gotta save some stuff close to the chest because.
Yeah, I mean, I got New York Comic Con in about 3 weeks and change here, so that's kind of my next big kind of thing that I'm gearing up for, both from like going after some stuff like perspective. I'm going to bring a lot of stuff to possibly trade, to use as cash value towards getting other stuff, but instead of flat out selling it, just turn some stuff into other stuff so there's no taxes involved. What I mean?
New York's crazy with the taxes.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try that, and then should be able to link up with a bunch of YouTubers. Obviously, I got Jeffrey coming out for the con and visiting, which is going to be awesome. But there's going to be a ton of other people there, so that's going to be a blast. So I'm really.
Yeah, I got a small convention in 2 weeks. It's very small, but they have a lot of artists and writers that have been announcing like every day, and I'm like, I don't know how they're getting all these people because this is like literally like a small like convention. So
where is it?
It's right outside of New Orleans. It's going to be at this place, Hialeah Center. It's right outside of New Orleans, like literally probably 10 minutes from 10. Huh? What?
I thought you lived in Cali.
No.
He's a NOLA boy.
NOLA, man.
I thought he lived in Cali. I'm way off.
Yeah, no. I used to mess with people when I was young because they would always think LA meant Los Angeles.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah. LA, yeah.
And I'm like, nah, man, we the real LA.
I mean, for me, LA means Los Angeles because I lived there for 10 years, but I totally get you. I mean, they like co-opted that. Was Louisiana before it was Los Angeles.
Like, since once you get a lot of when you get stuff mail and stuff out and get packages, it doesn't go by. You don't go by LA means Los Angeles. Like California means because you mail and stuff. Like if I say LA to like one of my comic book friends, they'd be like, "You talking about Louisiana?" No, I'm talking. You'll be like confused. So, you know.
Hey, Discovery, dude. I think that Discovery's books kind of got shoved underneath the rug because in that unboxing battle with NYC and Bear, dude, Discovery had some clickety clack clack.
Oh yeah, he did. I expected to lose that. Like,
I was trying to get him to tag me in.
I should have tagged you.
I mean, honestly though, the greatest part about that was JB's acting, because we all coordinated all that shit. Like,
Yeah.
You know, and but going back and watching his acting performance just cracks me up. Like, it's so good.
Yeah.
It's
He
so
was like,
good.
hey, Bear, you can't do nothing. You ain't got no friends. What's wrong with you? I was just like, whoa, Discovery.
Like I can't watch that without crying, like laughing.
Yeah, that was fun. A lot of fun.
That was a lot of fun.
I was like,
We got I think what's going on now in the community has been a blast, man. I was on with 84 and that trivia thing. I'll be honest with you. If I would have actually read my Marvel history, I would have got some of the damn questions right.
I picked that series up. That's a great series.
This has been a great series too. I mean, there's a lot of good reads right now, guys. I'm reading a lot of comics. I'm not putting out a lot of YouTube content, but I'm reading a lot of comics and I'm having a blast, and that's what it's about, right? It's
supposed to be fun, man.
It's about
I got all my stuff next to me that I gotta read.
Yeah, man. I literally just picked up like the last 6 issues of TMNT so I could get caught up before issue 100.
100, yeah.
So I'm
actually behind. I gotta read like 3 of them. I gotta read 95, 96, 97.
I gotta read 93 through 97. So right here, I picked up like every variant. I don't know.
It's good. Yeah.
Yeah, I hear it's good. So I kind of just like wanted to get back into it because I had laughed for quite a while on TMNT.
Yeah, I left it like in a 90 MF got me back and said, man, you got to read the new. It's like, it's really good, really good. I said, you sure? I said, yeah. So I started at 90 and I was like, oh, it is pretty good. And I kept going. So.
Oh, you got lucky.
Not familiar with that Boom series called NOLA. Are you?
Nola, remember the Booms? No, I do not.
Oh. Hey, it's Mr. Bueller himself, the inventor of the Open Invite live stream.
There it is.
I give you props, sir, because I like watching your show, even if I can't catch it live.
You've inspired this.
You inspired me to do the same thing. If you want to join, the link is right here. If anybody wants to join, you got 2 more spots left.
2 more spots.
JP's Budget Collecting's in the house. If you want to join, feel free to pop in, my friends. The more
I don't know about JP Budget being budget collecting anymore, dude. I've been seeing him buying some pretty expensive books.
That's true.
Right? I know. We need to change that name.
Yeah, JP, up in my budget collecting.
Up in my budget collecting.
Up in my budget.
Nice.
Not so budget collecting anymore.
Not so budget. Nice. Solid.
Oh my god.
So, what grade was that GSX Discovery?
5. I don't even know where I put it now, man. I was just
we would have won that, man. I had a GSX I had to open up, so you'd have showed yours and I had mine. Because everybody is
honestly though, like, I mean, I thought I was tied going into those last 3 rounds, and
I thought
how did I lose?
I got a GSX 1 at CGC right now that I'm like wondering when I'll see any of my books again. Like
anything in the value tier, expect 4 to 5 months.
Anything that's not a standard a modern
book,
modern tier, like it's crazy right now. So
modern tier under $200.
I got to send in the broken one. Remember the one that showed up in the mail broken? That doesn't take a long time, right? They flip those out real quick.
I'd have to look at the page. I think it was like 4 weeks.
4 weeks?
Yeah, I think so.
It's cheap though, right? Like $15 or something?
Yeah, it's $15. It's $15. That's why it takes so long, because like they're not in a rush to do that
both ways. And it's
not a rush
in
to do
GSX 1.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about the event. What would I get? Captain America 100 came broken.
Yeah, because I got a whole bunch of modern books I want to sell.
That was for me. I still would offer to pay.
No, don't worry about it. I just gotta
That was the only time that's ever happened to me, and I felt like shit about it.
I'm wondering if I should crack the GSX1 and get it cleaned and pressed, because it looks like there's some stuff that can get cleaned up.
Yeah, I'm having that done with the GSX.
I would say it's like $5 for grader notes. Pay the grader notes, it's $5.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it, dude. Just be glad you got it. You never know what could happen, man.
That's true.
Reholder is 4 weeks right now, according to DS. Like that's
that's still long.
That's long because they advertise reholder is like less than a week or something, or like 2 days or something, like for a reholder. That was like the normal at one point. And that sucks because like I'm considering like probably 8 to 10 reholders, and I want to just drop those books off at New York Comic Con. Like I'll pre-do the thing on the website. I'll print out the form or whatever, and then I'll just drop off those books for reholdering.
Which special labels does CGC have? I know there's an ASM one, a Spider-Man one.
There's a Spider-Man one, but there's also going to be a special Spider-Man one starting September 23rd.
All right, Biggie.
All right, yeah.
All right, babe.
See you, bro.
Is there a Captain America?
There's an Avengers. I don't know if there's a Captain America. There might be. I know that.
If I'm going to send it in and get it redone, I'd love to
I think is there a Wolverine one?
There's a Captain America one. They got an exclusive Spider-Man one in New York.
So that's
that was nice.
That's the one I'm talking about. The one with the New York City skyline and everything.
Yeah, that's only at New York Comic Con.
That's the Comic Books NYC label, bro. That's like my thing. Like I want to get like 6 different Spider-Man books, including AF-15, reholdered with that.
I really would love to give somebody a couple of mine, because I got the ASM-14, the Green Goblin, and the Hobgoblin. Gotta have both of the goblins. I got all those. Yeah. I would love to get those. Just reholder, just with the new things. That'd be awesome.
Is that exclusive New York Comic Con? I thought it was. I thought it was just
on the email.
I thought they were just going to start it at New York Comic Con. No?
I read that it's exclusive. Like they're going to change, I think, the Spider-Man thing, but that New York skyline part is only going to be exclusive.
Yeah, if you go to the CGC website right now, and I will share screen. So let me try this here. This is crazy, but I like this on the fly format with StreamYard. I can do all this craziness. So did that work? There you go.
Yep. Yeah, you go. Yep.
All right. So new Marvel label. You see how it has that sort of New York skyline up there on the back.
Nice. Yeah.
Where it says the Amazing Spider-Man, New York City, and then on the front, it's kind of got the freaking banner. There it is. So yeah. So that's a pretty badass label for Spider-Man books. But what are the other ones?
They got Iron Man. They got Avengers. They have Thor, Hulk.
Here we go. Yeah, here's all of them, right?
Yeah, Captain Marvel.
Yep. Definitely gonna get a Captain America.
The Iron Man's pretty cool. Yeah, the Captain American one is awesome. The Avengers one is actually pretty awesome too, because Captain American's like prominent in the middle, I think, kind of. So he kind of
Very cool.
I wish there was like a specific page where you can go through them more slowly without. Is there? There probably is.
They I think they have it shown somewhere on their page. Label? I just don't know where you would look. Labels, maybe on the labels. You would think it'd be on the labels.
Hey, WhoDat, I got a question for you. What? I've got first appearance of Mysterio, but I think it's like really low grade, maybe like a 3. Is that worth sending in to get slabbed?
Yes. NYC was trying to tell you the same thing. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Even because it's maybe even it's less than that. Who knows? It's beat up. Honestly, slab it, right?
Yeah. I like books like that. Not just for me, I do it for both ends. Like for value wise, and especially if it's like that low of a grade, I don't want it to fall apart.
I don't want it to fall apart. Now I've got a replica. What do you call it? The facsimile version. If I want to read it,
definitely get it graded. Definitely get it graded so you can, it can at least not fall apart if something,
Yeah.
And the 3.0 is still a pretty good grade for that book.
Yeah, that's a great book.
Yeah, and then it's a key. It's not one of those like Amazing Spider-Man, like with like thinking like 17 or something that's like not as much of a key.
Yeah.
Like ASM 110? No, I'm just kidding.
the Gibbon book.
I I have 3 copies of it, so
you know what's so funny? They don't have
copy anymore. I can't
Louisiana.
afford it anymore.
They don't have any in Louisiana. That hype train has not hit here, but they don't have any. I found other stuff that was kind of funny, but
I'm a proud member of the Gibbon Gang and Reggie's Patreon, so I was kidding with that remark. And I'm a member of JB's Patreon too. I believe.
Yes, you are. That's
Oh,
right.
shit, I gotta start a Patreon.
Yeah, there you go.
Dude, I spread the love around, dude.
Spread around.
I should have started one because it took me forever to buy a laptop. I'm not gonna even lie. Once YouTube said no more mobile streaming unless you have over 1,000 subs, I was like,
I'm not serious enough about YouTube to start a Patreon and like start asking people for money necessarily because I don't make regular content. But I do need to invest in like a better like camera setup because I want to get a separate camera so that I can show books on a separate screen from my face or whatever it is. So like whatever it's on my desk or whatever, some sort of camera pointing down at the book because I just feel like this.
I got a question right now. Couldn't you trick it out right now? Could you kind of trick it where
your cell phone?
You use your cell phone as another person.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I don't know.
No, seriously. Right now, you on your cell phone, go to the chat and hit the and hit the link, and it should fire up a StreamYard session. You know, and then you just give it a different name. You know, a different login.
Okay, so
you know what I'm saying? Now your phone is sitting here, and it's actually got a name on it called Phone One.
Send myself the link. Put my phone on like a tripod because I do have one of those. I do have, I have it right here. Put my phone on one of these, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then invite myself, and then say like, camera one.
Camera one. So let me tell you what I did here. And this is funny. This just happened last month. The pastor got married, and he wanted to stream his wedding. So because the in-laws couldn't travel, they're too old. And I was like, you know what? I'm doing YouTube. Let me help you out. So I go to the church and I said, all right, this is how we're going to do this. And I brought 3 laptops, and each laptop was coming in through a Google Hangout, and I streamed the whole thing. And I was the director, basically sitting there changing which camera I was on during the wedding. And it turned out okay. The audio was a little shady right at the beginning because I forgot, that he was going to catch some feedback. But about 5 minutes in, when I got the audio thing, it turned out pretty good. Nice. It's basically same concept. I had 3 Google Hangout sessions, 3 laptops doing Google Hangouts. And I streamed this guy's wedding on YouTube.
Damn, bro. That's legit.
Yeah.
You like you got the side hustle game down.
That was a good one, right?
Good one. What's up, Biggie? Welcome back, brother.
I had a hangout calls from Melody Mania, so I had to go check it.
There you go.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Nice.
So I was just talking about some of the new content that's been busting out, and I was on that the trivia thing with the boy who had 7. That's awesome, right? Then you've got the Comic Kid 84 had the trivia with Biggie, which was awesome. By the way, even when you know the answer, you can't say the answer because the stress of having to answer within a freaking time frame. You're like, wait a minute, I just had it. I was saying, wait a minute, I just had it. Where did it go? And now, so it's definitely stressful.
Yeah, Biggie and I did like the test episode where we were like figuring out the game, how the game would work. It was fun, dude. It's a fun game, and
the boy who had 7, that
game is like
stressful as all hell. Stressful. That's crazy, especially when they're sitting there doing this. They're like,
I got slapped down. This
one. Blew it. You should use the other one, guy.
I got my slab down match this Sunday finally against Rod. We had some major schedule.
We're gonna be done slab down before 2019, guaranteed.
Yeah, exactly. January 2020, round 2. So,
and dude, it's been bad. Like you said, you had scheduling. I've been doing stuff every weekend for the past month and a half, like every weekend. And I think I have this Sunday free. I don't know.
The hurricane really put a damper on it. Like, you know, because I was ready to go that weekend. I was like psyching myself up. Like I had a whole.
And I think I was supposed to go the weekend before you.
Yeah,
and I was ready for that one. I was like, all right, I'm ready. Get this over with. Let me hurry and lose.
I had a whole game plan. I had a whole like shtick that I don't even know what I'm gonna go with because I feel like I wasted all this like energy like getting prepared for it, and then it didn't happen. You know, I was like, oh no.
I got a question. What's the difference between the slot? So now we got 3 shows. We got the trivia with 84, which is new and fun. We've got the boy who had 7 with his crazy, what's he call it? Comic
Gories. That was my
Comic Gories, which is a great name. And now we've got Slab Down, but now the Hunt is different than Slab Down.
Hunt is different than Slab Down. The Hunt is about the books that you actually hunted and picked up over the course of the last 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Slab Down is my collection.
Right.
Yeah.
Slab Down is like here's a certain concept theme or whatever, and you're going up against somebody 5 books specifically based on that theme.
Got it.
And you defend and argue and rebuttal, you know, your opponent's like, you know, book or whatever.
Hold on,
I think the difference between 7 is like you have a time limit, I think, huh?
Slab Down has time limits. Yeah.
No, not Slab Down. Boy at 7, I think it's time limit. Yeah,
Well,
the 30
Boy at
seconds.
7,
Yeah.
I think Slab Down has time limits also. Yeah,
But not to run and get your book. Not to run and get your
not
book.
to run and get your
No,
book.
you had 30 seconds to pull a book. I'm like,
talk about
Yeah.
to talk about your book and to argue against the other person's book.
and you don't know what the category is going to be, so how can you have them ready? I mean, so yeah, it's crazy.
And that's what makes that.
You don't know what the category is going to be. It comes up through the randomizer, and you're like, black cover. Oh, okay. White Whale is definitely going to win black cover. You know. And again, why he was doing this? Alex, this one. No, wrong one. So now, these are great shows. And now in the chat, the Comic Cat said that he did a whole game show episode, which is something that I've been working on conceptually. I mean, I have.
Ooh, a wheel.
I mean, I'm doing.
I love the wheel idea,
and it's something that hopefully Biggie and I are going to do together. I told you I had something special planned, but the props are coming in, and there's more than the wheel because I got a little drop thing. You know, however you have to drop the ball thing. So we're gonna do. I want to do some game show type stuff, but I'm gonna have to go check out the Comic Cats
next week or what?
I'm on a cruise. Remember, I'm basically off. I'm going to basically be off YouTube for about 2 weeks.
I love the cruise.
I've never done a cruise.
Even though, and she goes, well, we got the Wi-Fi package. And I'm like, there's no way I'm going to even attempt to do anything. I'm not bringing
you should just try. You should do one while sipping a drink.
Well, I got a question. Question. The YouTube thing is, you can't go live on a mobile unless you're monetized or if you have 1,000 subscribers.
1,000 subscribers.
So technically, I could go live on YouTube.
Yep.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Yep.
Interesting. She would be freaking pissed. What are you doing? What?
You can do it. You can do it when you're going to get a drink.
Oh, I already do that now, man. There'll be an auction on, and I can't stop. I'll be watching the auction, and all right, honey, I got to go to the bar. I go to the bar, and I'll be over there.
I don't know. I feel like YouTube is creating this like vacuum of channels that have over 1,000 subs but don't have the 4,000 watch hours in the last 12 months, and then those channels probably get frustrated and don't want to like keep up all this effort for nothing. Yeah, you fit into that category. That's just
ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, that's just bullshit. Like
it is.
That's so funny. I looked at my channel. I had over 4,000 watch hours like a couple of months ago, and I don't have the subs.
Well, you don't have the subs, right? Yeah. So I don't know. It is definitely like a little bit frustrating to like even look down the line and be like, let's say I keep doing this for another year. Maybe I hit 1,000 subs. Maybe I don't, but I don't have
1,000 watch hours is a
I don't even have 25% of 4,000 watch hours.
It's a lot of content. Now the guys like WhoDat, when you're doing auctions that go 8 hours and you got 50 people in there basically the whole time, that shit racks up really quick.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm in that boat right now where I'm putting in a ton of time. I don't know if anybody noticed, but I did parse out the show, and Comic Tom gave me the idea. He's like, "Hey man, you're putting in
break it up.
You got to break this thing up into smaller snippets and start putting it out on Instagram." The moment I started putting my IGTV on Instagram, the Instagram's almost at 1,600. It just blew up.
Yeah.
Because people like that little snippet of video that's only about a minute.
Yeah, people have like 30 seconds attention span. You push them at a minute, so like you got to get them in that minute, and then that's it because they're like getting ready to scroll for something else. Yeah,
on to the next one. Yeah, but I'm probably going to come back after the cruise with the same format where there'll be one main show, and then it'll parse out. I'm going to parse out the Instagram tag of the day, and I don't know if you noticed, I changed the music. Because, hey, I love the music, but not really all the time. So when I parsed out the other shows, I changed the music to something different, just so it mixes it up a little bit. So I'm going to come back and do basically the same thing. Nice. But I want to work on something with Biggie and a couple other people on this game show idea, and I want it to be kind of standardized on a night that's not like so packed by everybody.
You just disappeared.
You know what I want? I want somebody to do, and I don't know how StreamYard works. I don't know if it's like Google Hangouts. You only get 8 hours. But I would love somebody to do
a YouTube thing, isn't it?
I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, but I've seen people stream for like stuff that's streaming all day. Like
no, it's about 8 hours.
Yeah, 8 hours. I think the 8 hours.
Really? Well, this is what I still would like to see.
People on Instagram that go all day.
I would like to see 3 8-hour, like just one, basically 24 hours. Like somebody, like one person does 8 hours, then another person picked up the shift, do 8 hours. Another person go, just do 20 hours, 24 hours, 24 hours of freaking
channel for that. Whenever you want to
randomness.
Do it. I'll take the first shift.
Discovery Presents, dude. We all should do stuff.
Yeah, Discovery Presents. There we go. That's why. Wait, well, let's get a whole bunch of shows on Discovery Channel, guys. You guys are all welcome to put
24 hours. Just do 24 hours.
I mean, as soon as Comic Core hits 1,000, they're going to be boom. I mean, they got so much content now. Yeah. And by the way, today's Drew Manchu review was fire.
Spider-Man Life Story.
Fire. Yeah, it was fire.
I don't want to read. I don't want to watch it yet because I haven't read that book yet.
It was awesome. He doesn't spoil it. But it was a very good review. He's been killing them.
Yeah, I like watching his reviews. I plugged it once before also on my channel because I opened one of his mystery boxes. Which probably will be the last mystery box I ever get. It was a good one. Don't get me wrong.
He's like, I'm done.
No, it was a good one.
His is probably the best ones. You get like 30 books for like $30.
Not only was it 30 books for $30, there was some cool like Turner and Art Germ and like Jim Lee covers and stuff like that in there. And every book was a Mylar. So like whether I want the book or not, I can keep the Mylar.
Yeah, so basically it made it worth it.
It was worth it. Yeah. There was value. Yeah. So I like that one.
Yeah, I think I'm done after the 16.
You got off the deep end with the boxes, my friend.
Crazy.
I wanted the ASM annual one. And I said I shouldn't do it.
He has an ASM annual one. Biggie, that's one of Biggie's books.
Oh my God! I was like, I'm not gonna. I win the random stuff. I win the random stuff. I had the chromium and stuff.
I actually have somebody hunting this book for me right now.
So everybody go subscribe to the Comic Cats. Get them to 100 subscribers.
Definitely.
Yeah. And if I'm not subscribed, I'll do it right after this.
I used to own that book. Not that book he has, but I used to own an ASM Annual one. And
nice big. I love
sold
that.
Sold it. Like that's one of the regret ones I regret.
That one now too.
Nice.
Yeah, the Donny Cates Midtown, man. I love that book.
I set that one on top of my my annual one to keep any light off of it.
Nice.
Yeah. Hey, bro, when WhoDat bought 10 Spidey boots, bro, that was crazy.
That was crazy, and I know I was kind of like slaying the chat a little bit with some negativity, but I wasn't.
No, you wasn't negative. You're telling the truth.
Yeah, that wasn't my intention. It was just kind of like, okay, like just doing the math on this right now.
You don't have to. You can just look all the ones he got. But look, D-Runk did one. I felt bad for his video for the Superior boxes.
Yes.
I said, oh my God, dude, I like that. I couldn't have seen you buy 2 and one of them be a dud, but he had 2 duds. I was like, really? $250 twice? I was like, he might not even get $250 from
the only way I could do that one was when I was at the show and the guy said, you're gonna get a Stan Lee signed autograph in one. Every one of these has a Stan Lee signed autograph.
That's
and I was like, Deal.
That was like a con
Take
specific,
it.
like
Yeah,
promotion,
con
right?
specific.
Yeah.
But then it was like, which one did you get?
And
Both,
you two, I mean, you two guys, like, to be fair, have pulled big books. Like you got, you got a Hulk 181. You got a, you got an Iron Man 55 and a GSX or one, I think. Like,
yeah, and the Chromium was as a collectable,
right,
whatever. The one I just yeah.
Harlan, yeah,
9.8. So that's not a expensive book, but it's not a cheap book. It's still like $500.
right.
Like if you want to buy that book at a 9.8.
So you guys, I think you guys have gotten your your gambling fix out of it.
Yeah,
yeah,
and that's just what it is. It's a replacement of one. I used to sports, I used to sports gamble just like every other knucklehead. You can't win, period. So just how about this? Stop playing.
There you go.
I'm up. Sweet. You are? Yeah, I didn't lose. So this is a much funner gamble. Plus, you do have something you can put around and
that's the one.
That's hot, dude. That's a really cool book.
Yeah, I think I forgot the limit on them how many they didn't put how much. The back is the best part though.
Dude.
Now, hold on. Here's one right here. Craig Booer is telling you about the KRS Black Box. I was very close to trying to sign up there for one of those.
Is that KRS Comics, I assume? KRS. They do a lot of like store variants, right? Like stores.
Well, that's basically what feeds. That's what's feeding the Spider-Man booth. I mean, it's almost all KRS exclusive.
Oh, is it? Okay.
An Unknown Comics, yeah.
An Unknown Comics.
Yeah. Like lately, I've been getting a lot of Unknown Comics, which are pretty cool covers, but they're about half the value they put at it.
All right, I got WhoDat. Let's do a WhoDat Comics and Movies variant. How many do we got to do?
WhoDat Comics and Movies variant? What? Probably. Oh, how many I would have to do?
No, seriously. How many do you have to do to get your own variant cover? To get them to print one?
I've seen people to do 250, or 500. I think 500 is the minimum I've been seeing. So I guess 500.
Yeah,
we've been lurked.
You can say you've been discovered variant, and then like have computer screen, and
we're kicking around the T-shirt idea, right? Because if you guys watch all these videos, they're you gotta sell a T-shirt, you gotta sell something, right? All right, well, come up with a T-shirt. What should I come up with? And she goes, every time that you put somebody on the show, you should send them a T-shirt. I said, that's going to cost me a freaking fortune. She goes, yeah, but then it says, I was discovered. I'm like, no, honey. Can't do that.
Free.
Bless her heart.
I need to sell the shirt. They have to want to buy the shirt. No.
Hey, I'll buy some shirts, man. I'll give them out at New York Comic Con.
There you go.
I'll do it.
You've been discovered. Oh, man. That's Biggie's line. He should trademark it. He should couch royalties on that thing. He's the one who invented it.
A lot of shit people use.
He invented that line, man.
For the $18 to $20 per 10,000 streams you get if your channel was monetized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
You know what?
What's up, Perry?
Perry, what's up?
After you get the 1,000 subs, you only get a year to do the 4,000 or whatever it is, too. Did you know that?
Yep. It's whatever you have in the last 12-month period.
Yeah.
To qualify. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm screwed.
Yeah.
See 9.9. Yeah, I only got one 9.9.
Hey guys, I got an idea. How about this? The next movie that comes out, the next hot Marvel movie, we all watch it at midnight, the midnight release, and then we go live with a spoiler review. And we go live. We each go live because that seems to be the big viewer, right? That spoiler review is a big viewer. If you're the first to market.
I have like a personal objection to
be in the spoiler.
Yeah, to like spoiler reviews that soon, like without giving people a shot. I mean, even though I guess it's their choice to
I'll give you a spoiler review.
It's their choice to click through, you know.
This has been a spoiler review, man. Sure. I'll tell you what, if you don't read it the first day, you're screwed because everybody and their mother is out there talking about it, and you're going to get hosed.
Yeah, that's why I read. I read that.
You do like me, avoid everybody's channel.
You would. You'd have to avoid everybody. It's crazy.
Basically, yeah. But you know, let's just take it's not Marvel, but let's just take Joker for example. That's the next big.
Thanks, DS.
That's the next big comic book movie. Like, and it has premiered. it won Best Picture at Venice Film Festival. It's gotten
Right.
rave reviews from Toronto TIFF Film Festival. It's getting all this buzz. Like, the second that movie comes to like pre-release like press screenings or whatever, you're gonna start seeing spoiler reviews, and you're gonna have to like start dodging things on YouTube.
Yeah.
I know, it's tough.
I hate that whole process.
I hate that too.
1 week to 1.5 week process.
It's crazy.
Of like dodging things.
I'm
Like,
driving 45 minutes tomorrow to get this stupid book so I don't get spoiled.
Right, there you go. Yeah. That's why a lot of the House of X Powers of 10 issues I've read digitally, even because if I don't have time to go to the shop or whatever, Midtown will hold my books or whatever. But like, you know, I don't want to be spoiled on the experience of reading that story because it's been so good so far. Like, there aren't so many stories to that level where I would buy the book twice, like once digital, once physical, just so I can read it quicker. But that's one of them. Like, and I will straight up admit it that.
Wow.
You know, that's a title where I would do
To
that.
rent.
Dude,
That's impossible, DS. Don't go there. There's no way that you don't know what happened in Endgame until it came out. No.
That's why I put laugh out loud at the end.
I always feel like I don't like hopping in the bandwagon. So like when Immortal Hulk was hot, I was like, I don't like it. And now that House of X and Powers of X is hot, I'm like, I don't like it.
Oh, it's fantastic. It really is,
I
dude.
solved that by avoiding that title. Hey, Hydra Comics in the house. What's up, Hydra?
I got on the Powers of X and the House of X because of my buddy Kyle Walker. Uncanny Kyle. He's a huge X-Men collector, and he's like, I think he read the preview and he said, "You gotta get it." And I haven't had a pull list in a few years. And I said, let me start a pull list so I can get my Ninja Turtles and I can get my X-Men. And I'm happy I did because I wouldn't have got any of those books.
Yeah.
They've been selling out.
They have. Absolutely.
Yeah, and you think that they're not low print run books and they're selling out. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, the X-Men is not.
Yeah,
has been
fantastic.
but the
writing has been
is
fantastic.
Turtles is
very low print
very
run
low,
book.
very
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to get all of Jenica's first appearance as a turtle because I don't think that's gonna
What
go
number
down.
is that?
Number 95.
95,
Yeah, 95. Yeah. So I have the second print, which is my reader, but I got the regular Eastman print. I got to find the A cover, and I'm trying to find the 1 in 10 cover.
You know the B cover of 95, first Jenica, the original art sold on eBay for like $3,000 and change. I was bidding on it, but I didn't.
That's great. Well, I was happy to get her first appearance. I got a couple of copies.
It was this cover here, the B cover. Kevin Eastman.
Oh yeah. Oh, that one. Yeah. I was happy. I got that one when it came out, but it was nothing crazy about it until like a couple of days later, and then they sold out. I was like, wait, I could have bought like 5 of those.
Yeah, I have all 3 of the covers for that issue. It's pretty. I mean.
Yeah, I just want to get the 1 in. The only one I don't have is the 1 in 10.
I'm not really like specking on it per se because I'm not. Really,
I just want it for my collection.
I want it for my collection. I'm not really looking to flip it, and I want to get caught up on the story so I can be current with Turtles.
Anyone reading Once in Future?
I am not.
No.
I bought the number 1 and I haven't read it, and I refuse to read the new stuff until I catch up on my.
I thought it was cool. Granny's
stuff. I'm really reading.
Badass.
That's the most Hydra comment ever. I don't watch movies because I don't F with Hollywood, Disney, and Marvel. He's Mr.
Ooh.
He's the indie agenda guy.
Why did he have to add Disney and Marvel when he said Hollywood? That covers everything.
Coming from the guy with the logo of Hydra, which is a Marvel like thing.
Yeah. So meaning that he probably does watch Marvel.
Yeah.
Did Hollywood? He sneaks in with a disguise and he sits there.
Hail Hydra doesn't do mess with Marvel. I don't get it. Just mess with you, Hydra. We love you.
It's like almost
There it is.
stuff. Like, have y'all ever heard that?
Say that again, Big.
I think Hydra is like SJW, like social justice warrior stuff.
Who?
Oh, that's what you think. The main of okay. I think.
Oh, is it
Yeah.
the future, the Once in Future thing, or?
No. I think he's talking about the Hydra. How he's using it. He's not using it as Marvel. The Marvel Hydra. He's using it as.
I thought I'd seen like Hydra I thought I've seen like Hydra wording where it's like social justice warrior, almost derogatory. So I don't know.
I'm not sure.
No, he's just the ultimate Hydra agent. Never mind.
He's the ultimate.
Yeah, that's what he's the ultimate.
Never mind. No, it's not greater than that.
So I'm just gonna hop out here. It's good seeing y'all though.
Dude, awesome.
Thanks, Biggie.
Thanks for hanging, brother. Appreciate it.
See you, man.
I'll catch y'all later.
Later, brother. So there's another piece of original art that's related to that I had my eye on. I didn't bid on it, and I definitely, obviously didn't win it because I didn't bid on it. But let me see if I can pull it up here. It was in the Comic Connect original art, like the latest session of it. And it was the cover to Captain America Hail Hydra #1. You guys ever seen that cover?
Mm-mm.
Let me see if I can find the cover.
Is he in a black outfit?
Yeah. Wait. No. It's an Adi Granov cover. It'll probably take me forever to find the original art link, but there's the actual cover.
Oh yeah, that's sweet.
See how badass that cover is, dude? I mean, Hydra Comics. I mean, you cave in for this cover, right? Like, come on, like, look at that thing. That's badass. So the Adi Granov original art for that was up for auction on Comic Connect. Pretty badass.
I'm gonna show you art. Well, I'm gonna show you the page in the book, but the shop that's about an hour away from me has this original art, and it's from it's from the Turtles book. But I'm contemplating should I get it from him. I probably could talk him down, but he has this page.
What you got?
He has this page. He has the Raphael #1, the last page.
Put you on the splash.
Yeah, it's like the splash page. This is like the ending of the Raphael #1 when they finally team up because they've been fighting each other the whole book.
Yeah.
So they end up teaming up, saying "Let's get him," stuff like that. So he owns this page.
Casey Jones.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So I'm like, man, I'm thinking about buying it from him. Because he doesn't want a lot of money for it.
He doesn't want to put it up for auction. Like he'll get the most return by putting it on Comic Link or something, probably.
Yeah, but if you give him cash, he likes cash better.
You know, thanks for having me, guys. I gotta go pick up my kids. I just look down at the time, and time flies when you're having fun, gentlemen. Time flies.
Dude, it was a blast. I really appreciate you embracing the open invite. Thank you.
Enjoy the cruise. Have a lot of drinks and
hell yeah.
Well, we have the drink package.
Don't worry about YouTube.
Yeah.
You know, someone said, "Well, aren't you going to put something out? Why don't you pre-record something? Why don't you put there? You got to tell something. You got to do it." And I'm like, dude, everyone's going to be there when I get back, man.
20 years of anything in the comic. 20 years of marriage, dude.
That's a compliment.
Yeah.
Like right, this comedian says, this marriage thing isn't for the weak.
That's right. Later, fellas.
Later, bro. Yep.
I follow a comedian. That's what he's been doing that with his wife. And he's been doing it with his kids lately, too. He said, this marriage thing isn't for the weak. and he's like, having kids, this isn't for the weak. I forgot his David A. Arnold. David A. Arnold. He's a writer and producer of Fuller House.
Like the sequel to Full House.
Yeah. Well, he's a comedian by day, but he actually writes and produces for that show.
So speaking of comedy, I watched the new Dave Chappelle special on Netflix.
I did too.
I died, dude. I was super into it, but I mean I could see how it. I could see how it was a risky thing or whatever, but like that's his comedy. That's the best comedy. That's not only is it his comedy, it's the best kind of comedy. Like the kind of comedy that like crosses that like line, but doesn't go all the way. Like it's like teetering on the edge of that line the whole time.
Yeah.
But getting away with it in like a funny way, like a hilarious way.
Yeah, and he's been touring around the United States. So if you would have seen him in the United States, if you'd have seen him in one of his tours, you'd have kind of got a feeling for this is what he was going to drop. Because when he came to New Orleans, we went to see him. He came for, I think it was All-Star Weekend. It was I forgot whatever. That might have been a couple years ago, but he's been touring the last 2 years, and he was saying some stuff, and I like saw people who didn't believe that just kind of like sit there like and they like leaving, and I was like, it's like it's at the end of the day it's comedy. If you can't take it, you know, his best line, and nothing political, people, is just a comedian, Dave Chappelle. When he did the voting thing, he was like talking about voting, and he said everybody was talking about Hillary. She's for us. She's with us, like all the women. And he said, but she didn't win the women vote. He said, because when y'all went into that voting booth, y'all looked at the voting book and said, I'm not voting for that B. And I was like, that is hilarious. Like all the women were laughing. I was like, that's true.
See, like, when you I don't want to I don't want to say something to get me in trouble, but like that's classic. That's
classic Chappelle, classic. I'm trying to think, Eddie Murphy back in the day. You know, Richard all those Pryor, guys. Yeah, Richard Pryor. You know, so he's not doing nothing too crazy. That's the thing. You know, it's basically.
McDee's in the house. I don't know what time it is for him, but it's probably late. So thanks for stopping in, brother. Good to see you. So he's been with his girlfriend for 9 years. We got a lot of long-term relationshipers here.
Been married 5 years. 5 years. I'm some people would say that's still kind of newlywed territory. So.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't know. I've never.
But I've been together with her for probably about, I would say. I'm 9 to 8 years.
To Hydra here. I mean, not literally, but that's yeah. That's like
like minus the last 4 words.
Minus the last bit there. Yeah. Craig Brewer, there's an exclusive TMNT 98 action figure cover of Jenica at some online stores. 789 Comics is one. Okay, that's interesting. I'll have to look into that.
Yeah, they got a lot of 98 exclusives. I think I'm gonna spend my money on the 100 exclusive.
That's like a web store exclusive.
Yeah, I know 100 is gonna have a lot of different ones, so I'm gonna look for the ones I like and get the ones I like for 100.
Bernie Mac was a straight G legend, dude. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Bernie Mac. He's going too soon, way too soon. But he had that disease, but he's always been sick like that.
Yeah. McD, anybody else in the chat? I'm probably going to be hanging out for about 10 to 15 more minutes. If you want to join, that is the link.
Yep.
Join in.
Because I'm just here until he goes.
The StreamYard link is in the chat. So just click on the link, pop in, and join if you're around. If not, all good. I'm just going to chill for another 10 to 15 minutes, and I'm going to go find some food in my hood over here somewhere. Probably, I don't know, maybe. I don't know. I've been thinking shawarma. Like that's been my go-to recently. I don't know if it has anything to do with the event.
Wow.
The end of the Avengers movie or anything.
You see what Unruly put? He said he's seen Carlin. I guess Chris Rocky means Burr, Seinfeld. Dang, he's seen some good people.
Dude, yeah, Chappelle's definitely on my bucket list. Haven't seen him live. I have seen Seinfeld, and I'm gonna see Seinfeld live again in Vegas in November. I'm flying out there just to see him with my my brother. So
I've seen Chappelle twice live.
All right, well, I mean, if you want to hop on, JP, I can stay on for like maybe 15 to 20 more minutes. So I don't know if that's enough time. Shut up, Hydra. Eating on shawarma.
Look, all I can say is a guy from Louisiana who I consider we have some of the best food in the world. New York has damn near some of the best food in the world. Because it's like, to me, it reminds me of New Orleans, because New Orleans, if everybody doesn't know, it's like they call it a gumbo. It's it's a lot of different cultures, a lot of different foods, and that's what New York is. New York is, a lot of different people, a lot of different foods.
I mean, the term melting pot gets overused, but New York City is the ultimate melting pot of cultures and cuisines. You'll find different little minor intricacies between Chinese cuisine in one neighborhood versus another, or whatever. I mean, I'd be totally down for some General Tso's chicken right now with egg roll. So, and one slice all day, bro.
I thought weren't you supposed to come to New Orleans or Louisiana or something?
I don't think that was
talking to you.
I don't think that was me. No.
Oh man, I don't know. I talked to so many people on Instagram and stuff. I don't remember.
No,
somebody was asking me about comic shops and food.
No worries, McD. We appreciate you stopping by. No pressure to join. Hey, what's up, Hialeah? Nola, best food hands down. Yeah, I gotta get myself down there though. That probably wasn't me, but I do want to get down there at some point. I would love to.
You get some good deal when they have conventions, comic conventions. You'd be surprised. You'll see the same dealers, maybe in New York or Baltimore. They'll come down because we have a couple of big conventions. They'll come down mainly probably for the food and drinks because you can walk around with alcohol like it's nothing. But you can get the best deals, I think, down here. I mean, I got a Turtles #1 9.0 and a Gem 83 cash plus 2 of those books I traded. You know what I mean? Like
looks like Unruly's got some NOLA roots there.
He said, I was born in NOLA. My dad is from there. My parents from Baton Rouge. Baton Rouge, the Red Stick. That's what Baton Rouge
Soul food. We got some soul food chatter in here.
NC has the best soul food.
Po' boy sandwiches. Po' boy sandwiches. Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah. And see, soul food. I don't know about soul food. It depends on the area and the person. Soul food, because soul food is different everywhere.
Yo, Comic Assassin, good to see you.
This has become like a food review now.
Comic Cats, you're not doing it the right way. They went to New York, ordered Domino's, and went to the Olive Garden. Yeah.
I went to a pizza place on the corner when I was on Times Square and paid $1 for a pizza slice, and it was amazing.
The city is still like filled and ripe with dollar slices. Like dollar slices are a staple that will never disappear from Manhattan, Brooklyn. All the boroughs have dollar pizza, and it's always pretty good. It's not going to be as good as like the places where they have lines, going out the street or whatever. You're not going to really find that the dollar slices, but the dollar slice, if you want to pay $1 and be full and be done with lunch in about 5 minutes, you can just scarf that down. It's the most economic way to go in New York, and it works. Alex, the comic quarter is in the house. What is that, brother? I just watched
the 9.2.
Yeah, I just watched the replay earlier today of the last 9.2 crew live podcast show thing. It was pretty fun.
Yeah, he was kind of talking about my secret of some of my books I've gotten. So I was like, be quiet. I was like, like in the show, he I don't know if you watched it. He said, "Oh yeah, WhoDat got some grills from those," and then I was like, it's like, be quiet.
Dude, I would love to try some Scottish cuisine. I can't say I know what it is, but I would love. But he was
talking about those waffles or raffles, whatever people want to call them. I don't care what they call them.
Yeah. I was listening to that segment too, like where there's guys that like raffle off a $5,000 book, but the cost of each raffle ticket adds up to like $6,500 or something. So they're really kind of like
I don't like
the money out of the raffle.
Well, to talk about that really quickly, the ones he might be referencing are not the big players who actually do that. The ones that they try to keep it to a minimum. Yeah,
my man, Spidey fans in the house.
What's up, Spidey fan? Like they try to keep it to a minimum, but you gotta. It's all in gambling. Just like if you go to a casino, you gotta know what you're play for. Once your limit, don't go crazy.
Been through on a Greyhound to Georgia. I'm not sure what that counts for.
I don't know what that means either.
Hey, watching Batman the Animated Series is always great background.
I gotta watch the Batman Ninja Turtles.
Hydra hating on the Bronx, of course. I started watching it again when the DC Universe app came out, and I got through maybe like 7 or 8 episodes. Then I kind of fell off. I got to get back. I got to circle back and keep rewatching it. I do want to do that. I like distracted myself because I bought these like Blu-rays of the Spider-Man animated series and the X-Men animated series, so I started watching those. It's just like all 3 of those shows are just epic, dude.
It's too many shows.
Big part of
as he said, as visiting Louisiana. I guess he rode through it.
So a road trip he took a long time ago to Georgia is counted that as his Louisiana visit.
Oh my God! There's a lot of places I've been a lot of places, but I haven't been to every place, so I can't talk about too much. So haven't been really to the West Coast as much. Been a lot of East, South. different countries, different islands.
Yeah,
Definitely go on a cruise, man. I want to tell you, definitely go on a cruise.
I got to do more traveling outside of the country. Like I've been to Canada a bunch of times, been to Mexico a couple times. So I've done a lot of North America. JP's in the house.
There he is.
Yeah, but I got to do some more ex-US or whatever you want to call it, like international travel. I haven't done a ton of that, so I would like to do some more if I could, but it's expensive, you know. And I buy a lot.
You just don't buy one book.
I know, but I would rather buy the one book. Like, unfortunately, I'm that like screwed.
Well, see, I'm the opposite. Even before I met my wife, I was always big into traveling. Always loved traveling. Cruises were the best thing for me because I can just pay $400 for like a 5-day, 7-day cruise. Don't have to worry about food. Food's paid for. I just have to have some extra money for drinks. So I always loved traveling. My parents got me into it. So like traveling's kind of like number one for me, and comics, I ain't gonna lie, is number two. It's like a close second.
All right. Yeah, I can respect that. I liked the Transformers cartoon movie, but I haven't seen it in so long. I couldn't.
Oh my gosh, it's been forever.
Speak in tone to me about it.
Yeah.
So I got to see a big
Craig
chunk of the world. Not sure what that means.
Gumbo and Nola.
Dude, I love Gumbo, dude. Gumbo is fantastic.
I get so disappointed when I see people make gumbo from other states. Like, oh my God, what are you putting in gumbo? Hot dogs?
In China, damn. That must have been some.
Oh, that would have been cool.
Yeah, I've never been to China, never been to Japan, been to Europe.
Never been to Japan either. I really would like to go to Japan because it seems like such an opposite. Like, it just seems like a crazy like culture shock potential experience. And that's what I'm looking for. You know,
go to Rome then.
Rome, really?
Well, I shouldn't say culture shock. It's just.
I wouldn't say that's what. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't.
It's the history. It's the history shock. The history shock. So if you like, once you see like the Leaning Tower of Pisa, and you see like the all those different things, and you're like, wow, they're that big. You're like, oh my God, like the pictures don't do them justice when you see stuff like that. I'm like, oh my God. I said a Coliseum. Coliseum made every arena in the United States look like a toy.
That's true. I do want to see that before I leave this good earth. I want to see that Coliseum. That's a good call out. Thanks,
Be
McD.
careful.
Thanks,
McD. We appreciate that. We work.
The reason why I say be careful when you go to the Coliseum, I forgot that it was made in like marble. So like one spot I stepped on, I slipped, almost broke my neck.
Yo, what's up, Jib Comics? Thanks for stopping in, brother. Dude, so many people showed up for this. I'm like, my heart is full on this. Whatever this show is. What did I call this show? Chillin Live?
Chillin Live.
Yeah.
Chillin Live.
Come join or something.
Yeah, that's really all it is.
Come hang out.
Biggie's back.
Oh, Biggie's back.
The fourth appearance of
Biggie
Biggie
can't stay
Shaq.
away.
This is the fourth appearance of Biggieshaq on Chillin Live.
He's on mute, but he's back.
Oh, yeah, is he on mute? How do I unmute him? There it is. Oh, wait.
No, he muted himself.
He muted himself. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know what that's.
Oh.
There we go.
Oh, there he is. There he is.
Hey, I never been to Disney World, but I think the first one I want to go to is Tokyo, dude. That place is insane.
Me too. That's like my ideal travel destination right now.
If the flight wasn't, I hate flying. Flight's so long.
I hate flying. I hate flying too.
15 hours.
Oh my God. Yeah.
I mean, I literally, when I flew to Europe, that was 8 hours, and I watched both of the Lord of the Rings. Well, it was like Hobbit. I both watched Hobbit, one and part two, because I couldn't sleep. I'm just in the plane like, watching. I can't go to sleep. Everybody else is sleeping, passed out, and I'm just watching the movie. I'm like, oh my God, let's hurry and get there.
Hey, JP, what was that last big boy book you got, dog?
The last big boy book? That's a 42.
Did you hear the new channel name that we proposed for you? JP Up in His Budget Collecting.
I wish.
Like that one?
I wish I was up in the budget.
You used to say like I never spent over $200, bro. I know you busted that bubble, dog.
I've only spent only once have I spent over 200. And that was this one.
Slippery slope.
That's the only book I've ever spent over 200, and I've only spent over 100 3 times.
That's it.
That's respectable.
That's not bad.
And the last one, you know how I paid for the last one? Where is that
I
book?
only did it once.
This one I paid for. This was 2 years worth of saved up loose change that I've been saving. That's how I paid for this book.
Nice.
It's a great book.
This was like 11 rolls of quarters and
you'll automatically have a entry video to do to my contest that I'll never launch.
Yeah, your contest you were gonna launch like a month
Yeah,
ago.
well, I'm still gonna launch it, guys. But the whole contest is gonna be like, you take a look at my bag of change, which I'll show on the video, and in the comments you have to guess what you think the total amount of money is in my bag of change, right? And the person to get the closest amount to the guess will get the book that I buy with the bag of change. And then if you want to make your own video about a book that you bought with change or a book that you buy with change, you get extra entries, and I'll have a secondary prize tier for it. So that's what the contest is going to be. So look out for that video.
I have my entry. It's right here.
Yeah, there it is. Great entry. So, Unruly's conditioned to fall asleep instantly when he leaves the ground. Well, he's lucky. I cannot fall asleep on planes.
Oh, I cannot sleep on planes.
I can't either. It's impossible.
It's so weird. Like in a car, if I'm a passenger, I'm out. Like I'm a terrible co-pilot on a long road trip because I cannot stay awake in a car. But on like planes or trains, I cannot sleep.
Yeah,
it's so weird.
Yeah. Hey, Z collects in the house. What's up, brother? Good to see you. A Lost reference. That's all we need to take this stream home.
That's one of my favorite comedies, Plane, Trains, and Automobiles.
That's Steve Martin, dude.
Steve Martin, John Candy.
That one scene where he drops those F-bombs or whatever, like, it's classic.
Yeah, when they're driving, dude, I've probably done that like 20 times where you just fucking pass out while you're driving, dude. I love that.
No, I have to ask him, what's the deal here? You're saying you're going to end this in like 10 or 15 minutes because you had to go get food. You don't go get food for like 3 hours. It's not your dinner time yet.
I'm trying to get better about my dinner time. That's why I started this show so early. You know, like it's like because yesterday we had our 9 o'clock show. We wrapped at like 10, but then we hung out for like an hour.
Yeah,
backstage with Delphi and Kachung. So by the time that was over, it was like 11 something. Then I'm like out looking for food at like 11 something, and it's like I did get food, but like it's just like then by the time I finish eating and it's I'm like exhausted. It's like midnight. You know, it's like I gotta move that schedule back a few more hours. Like get some sanity up in here about that. But I mean, I'll keep it going for a little bit more. But then I gotta get some food.
Oh, we can do whatever. I just was like, that's why I didn't figure out to jump in at first because I was like, they're gonna be done by the time I can get where I can actually jump in.
So Comic Assassin says he's about to take first plane trip with his wife in about 2 months. I'm cool with them, but wife hates them. Her nervousness is making me nervous. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I mean, Jeffrey's about to get on a plane for the first time to come to New York Comic Con.
Yeah.
He's never been on a plane. So, like, I tried to give him some pointers, like walk him through kind of like the steps, you know what I mean? Like, here's how early you got to get to the airport. Like, here's the next thing. Like, I mean,
get your book, sit down.
Yeah, you just kind of have to like. I just kind of like zone out most of the time. Like, I don't fall asleep, but like I have headphones on. I got a mix between like headphones and reading a comic or reading a book.
Yeah.
That's like my ideal way to get through the flight. Sometimes I'll like, watch whatever's on the mini TV in front of the seat.
I almost never do that.
Seat behind me, but I that's rare for me. I usually just kind of stick to my own thing on a plane. Hydra released a new video today. I will check that out, brother.
Yes, I will try to get there.
So he says he wants some feedback on that, if it's good or it's not good. Z-Collects, it's pre-dinner. Yeah, exactly. Fourth meal, right? Like, I wish Taco Bell could sponsor my show. That'd be amazing. Let's see. Yeah, we can have a whole other show with what happens backstage for sure, dude.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I was just talking to. I think I just sent a message last night on like a group chat that like the best part of YouTube, I think sometimes is like the post show like stuff that gets talked.
That's stuff that's been on my channel. Has been the stuff that didn't go out on my channel,
Yeah.
Like conversation wise.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know what happened to WhoDat.
Well, he had a phone call or something.
Oh, he had a phone call.
or I don't know. He like was talking to something else, and then he
All right. So Z Collects is gonna go do an unboxing later. So
cool.
That's another thing for the community if they want to check that out.
Hey, what's the good books coming out tomorrow? Does anybody know?
I mean, obviously, Powers of 10, Powers of 10-4. I'm really looking forward to. That's probably at the top of my stack. Batman 78. What happens to Alfred or doesn't happen, or how he gets revenge, or whatever. So that's people are looking forward to at least finding out what that is. Venom 18. There's like a rumor that there's there's going to be something big as it relates to Dylan Brock in that issue. So that people are kind of specking hard on that one. Outside of those three, I'm not 100% sure off the top of my head what else.
No, that helps a lot because it's Venom week, dude. That pretty much puts me in line with what I can expect to come.
Right. What about you, JP? You probably have a better idea than I do about what's coming out tomorrow.
See what else?
Are you looking up the releases?
Any
that.
Netflix?
What's up? What'd you say?
Who, me? I said any chick flicks like Harley Quinn and Ivy. I know JP rocks the DC.
Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy #1 came out last week.
That was last week, yeah.
I picked it up, but I didn't read it yet. So
I haven't been to my comic shop in almost 2 weeks at this point. So
yeah, I heard that Assassin, Tom King said 78 was one of the biggest books he's written. So.
yeah, it's supposed to be a big deal. We'll see.
Yeah. What? So I dropped Batman from issue 72 to like 76 or 75, and then I picked it back up. Luckily, I picked it back up in time to get the Alfred issue, but haven't been reading the story. I don't know. Like I haven't been reading it.
You haven't missed a whole lot. It's been, I don't know. It's so uneven. Like I was a Tom King apologist for a long time.
Later, Unruly. Thanks for being here.
Unruly. But I just feel like he didn't like this last. It's about 53 or 4. It's just been like wandering all over the damn place. It's like tell a story.
Oh yeah, the Miles Morales is also a 250th issue anniversary issue or something.
Oh, okay.
So that's
I didn't know that.
And there's rumors that it's going to be key for some reason. I don't know what reason.
The only like new thing I'm picking up this week is probably like King Thor, which is not new. It's just the
#1 of Jason Aaron's final Thor run. Right?
Yeah, final 4 issues.
Yeah.
So.
And they're adding the legacy numbering back to Thor, starting with that issue.
Are they really?
Yeah, Marvel does the stupid renumbering and then legacy number.
The legacy number under the number, which is fine.
Yeah.
I just do that for now on, and then you can keep track of. You can it's #1 of this run, but it's number 755, and we know.
Like if they kept that consistent, that would be a little bit, more understandable to follow. But I feel like they're inconsistent with it. Like they'll
they need to be consistent.
Bring it back.
That I would say be consistent with it.
What's up, Rag718 in the house? Good to see you, brother. Thanks for stopping by.
If they want to do like a relaunch #1 every time they have like a new creative team so people know they can jump on, I'm fine with that as long as underneath it says Legacy ASM 853 the whole way through. And just do that. That way you can
I think with ASM they keep it consistent. At least on this new volume, every issue has had a legacy number underneath.
Right. Part of with the Thor is they keep changing the name too. It's Thor and it's Mighty Thor and it's Thor and it's Mighty Thor and it's like
it's hard to keep track of it honestly that way. Like I need to reference my comic shop or Key Collector app just to know what volume.
what volume it is?
Yeah, what volume it is.
Where was it? Captain Marvel's on 9 or 10 volumes at this point, and it's just come on, really?
Some Tom King hate.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of Tom King hate.
All good, Big. You made
four.
You made 4 appearances tonight. I think you put
in and out.
I think you put in the work. So thanks for being part of it. No worries, Comic Assassin. Dinner's calling. Dinner's calling me too. So I gotta.
So we gotta keep it going so he doesn't get dinner until it's normal time.
You're killing me, dude. I think you are the root of my dinner on top.
Only like 2 nights a week. Am I the root of your problem?
Probably. Moon Knight Annual, I guess, is coming out. That's an interesting one.
I didn't even know. Yeah,
I didn't know that. Although no, I did know that because I saw it on the solicitation or whatever.
Yeah,
Midtown, but
there's so much stuff that I'm like, I just have to like ignore. Like I see things, I'm like, oh, that's cool. I'm like, no.
Yeah, I gotta just chill. Like,
yeah.
Honestly, I feel guilty about holding the what's it called? The Sue Storm solo series that she has. What's it called? Invisible Woman. Yeah, I mean, I had Midtown hold the Adam Hughes cover just because I like the cover, but I got to stop doing that. I gotta stop doing that.
Yeah, if I don't want the book, like I gotta stop. Of course, I said that, and then what did I do? Like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I did the same thing. I did the same thing. And by the way, Comic Mint got back to me, and they're like, "Yeah, it'll be probably about 4 to 6 more weeks, approximately, for the 9.8."
Okay.
And then we'll ship both together, unless you want to pay separate shipping for
That makes sense.
Get the raw early, and I was like, "Nah, I ain't paying anymore."
Now, might as well just let it ride. It's not, you're not missing that much.
Rag hits the nail on the head. Chilling on New Comic Bro is fundamental. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't always do that. I should. The Comic Catch is 5 from 100.
Quick reminder to go sub up the Comic Cats. I'm gonna check if I am subbed to the Comic Cat.
I am either, but I'll have to go.
And
I'll have to do that after the fact.
If I'm not, yeah, I mean, when I search the Comic Cats, I get like Big Lion Cat on.
He's got that locked down.
Yeah, and a channel called Simon's Cat. Okay, so I'm already subscribed. I am already one of your 95 subscribers, Comic Cats. So
I'll get you picked up here after the stream.
Like
I got my iPad locked off at the moment because messing with my internet.
Where Biggie's like, I buy too much new crap. By the time you do a 6-part series, it's like 35 or 40 bucks. Yeah, dude, absolutely.
It's crazy.
Hydra, he only buys number 1s and sexy facsimiles. Oh man, so this show. Oh my God!
No, I was just coming on.
You were gonna get out, but
I was literally just about to go eat, and now I'll be on for another 10 minutes.
No, you're not gonna be on long because I just want to say thank you for doing this. This is much fun,
dude. It's fun. I'm gonna do this. I'm definitely gonna keep doing this because this is.
I'll definitely pop in when I'm available. Had fun because I definitely got to talk more and hang out with people like JP Budget Collector. Because I haven't talked to a lot of people on here.
You and I talk all the time, but we haven't been on too many shows together. So this is fun.
That is correct. Like we'll talk on IG a lot, and that's why I always say, like, if people want to talk and chat, I'm always available on IG. I might not answer immediately, but I'll answer within probably 10 minutes. 10, 15 minutes. I'm not going to be answering a minute, but I check it out every so often. So, but I have to go dealing with a mini emergency. But y'all have a great night.
Go take care of it, dude. Thanks.
Take care of it, man.
So I'll talk to you guys later, and hopefully you see me on the slab down within the next month or so. Peace, guys.
Later.
All right. How do I get rid of his thing?
You just click on him and yeah.
Perfect.
So it's just me keeping you from eating. Is that what you're saying?
Well, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'll go for like 10 more minutes. But we'll see.
I've heard that so many times.
Dude, Big, it was a lot of fun, man. And Big was the first one to hop in, so like
Big is always down.
Kind of break the ice because it was a little awkward at first, just me like taking the risk of doing an open invite show and nobody joining. So
yeah, I've been trying that for like the beginning, and I've never really put it like this for my Sunday thing. I'm always like, anybody can join, and almost nobody ever does.
I do sometimes.
Yeah, you have recently, but before that, it was hard to get people to like, no, really, just stop in.
Yeah. I think putting the link in the live chat was a game changer, though. No one's done that. I did that. I think I broke that ice. Oh wait, is he back?
He's back again. He can't stay away. He cannot stay away.
There he is.
What's going on, Biggie? Long time no
He was
see.
gonna get off again, and WhoDat held him up. So I couldn't miss the chance to slow him down again. I had to slow him down again.
See, I need partners in crime. It's a new strategy. We're all.
I know it's like my decision when to end the stream, but I can't stop it. Oh my god! Yeah, we gotta get Z Collects to 100. We gotta get Comic Cats to 100. Oh, so Rag. Wait, what was that book that Rag won? Let's see. I gotta go back to his comment. Oh, you want a Savage She-Hulk?
Yeah, I gotta open the. That's the worst thing about. I wish I could actually chat. I like that I can see the comments now on StreamYard, but I need to be able to chat. So I gotta open it back up on this.
Oh, like on YouTube, you mean, or?
No, it's StreamYard.
But now I can.
Oh, yeah.
Alex, there's my link. It should be in there now. And then where is Comic Cats? I gotta find him and get stuff.
If any last minute stragglers want to join, there's the StreamYard link.
There's the link.
StreamYard link.
Oh, number 100. He was at 99. Comic Cats. We're at 100.
Woo! We did it. Nice.
Wait. Right. Oh no, it still says 99, even though it says I'm subbed. It said 99 before I subbed. What happened?
It's refresh.
Maybe.
I got 2 channels. I'll hit you up when I'm done, Cats.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't know. It said it was at 99 when I hit sub, and then it still says 99.
No.
All right. Well, there you go.
There you go.
Is there anybody else on YouTube right now?
So how could you possibly lost? Maybe it just didn't refresh right. I don't know.
Hey, did John finish his contest, or have I been AWOL?
I didn't see the winner announced. I did a contest video that I spent like 9 hours editing. Like
I think John's been AWOL on that.
I suck at editing.
And yeah, John was going to do that like 2 weekends ago, and he hasn't done it yet.
Okay. I mean, so long as I didn't miss it. Like, I feel like I
Hydra was 100. When did you unsub and resub Hydra so you could be 100? Because it was like 99. I was like, yes. And then it goes 99.
Who was 400 on Burke Family, Burke Nasty's contest? Did they?
I don't know if he did a video, but I don't remember.
Did they unsub and just like wait for 399?
Yeah. I know that story Burke Nasty told, dude. Holy smokes.
What? Oh, dude, that story, dude, that was.
Oh my god! I can't believe he told that.
Oh, Hialeah! Dude, I'm
never getting dinner.
I'm never gonna
get a video, but I don't remember.
All right, I did my job. I'm gonna get back on here.
Dude, I've been listening for the beginning.
Really?
Yeah, I just been listening. I haven't.
Dude, thanks for hopping on, dude. This is awesome. I don't think we've ever done a show together. This is great.
Wait on, let me turn something off here. What up?
All right, no worries.
I got a fish bump there at Hialeah. Come on now.
There you go. All right, you hear me?
Dude, I love your background is sick, dude.
Oh my god!
Oh, thank you.
The angle in which that you frame it, like my angle is not great. Like, I feel like I like the stuff behind me and everything. The way, I've set it up.
Shift it where you can get.
I can, but the lighting kind of goes off if I do.
Oh.
Like I guess it looks okay, but like.
Could you not slide?
Well, it's different because I don't have a slab wall over here. I've got like
you got shelves.
I've got like the trade paperback and hardcover kind of wall over there, and then I got like slabs over there and whatnot, and comic art on the wall and stuff. I need a new like wider angle camera, I guess. You know what I mean? So I can be in the middle, but you can see both sides of my comic setup. Yeah. So I just have a laptop right now. That's the best I got right now.
Dude, I've been listening to the beginning. You've been trying to get off for the 15 minutes. You're going 2 hours, 8 minutes.
I didn't get. It was like before 7 when I was coming back, and he's like 10 minutes.
Yeah, this stream started at like 6:15 Eastern, so it's definitely been over 2 hours. Oh, Pope Cerebus.
Oh, 209.
Yo, Pope Cerebus.
What's up, Pope?
I don't think
I've ever seen Pope Cerebus.
I've seen him once.
I don't think we just get the eyebrows.
Dude,
1 second.
Okay. There he is.
There he is.
Woo!
There's no
Yo,
shit.
what's up, dude? Yeah,
Oh,
metal, dude.
So what's cracking, man?
Dude, thanks for hopping in, dude. I think this sharing the link in the chat thing is the new revolution, man. Come on,
I think you're on to something.
yeah, dude. I rarely come up with any original ideas, but I think that's one of them.
I
Dude,
think you're on to something.
Pope C is completely surrounded by comics there. Look at
Oh my
that.
gosh, yeah.
Bro, Pope has a sick collection, bro.
Dude. I think he was one of the first YouTube like comic haul style video channels that I subbed to like a couple.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing it, Pope?
2 years.
2 years. Yeah.
Yeah, dude,
But I see Hialeah and I had to jump on.
me and Pope talk every once in a while, man. He's good.
Yeah, he's one of the dudes. And yeah, that back wall is sick.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. But dude, Pope's on, dude. His collections and the condition of his books, bro. Second to none. Second to none.
How do you catalog your collection, Pope? Do you?
Oh, yeah, I do. It's I go back to 1963 or 4. I think it's my earliest book.
Wow.
And then I go particular short boxes all the way up to like the mid 80s. And then I have it separated again. Like every 20 years I have to separate because I can't keep it all in one run.
Right.
It has to be in separate stuff. Like those up on top there, those are all 1980s to 2000 Marvel.
Wow.
All those black fronted ones. And then below it is independent books starting from publisher A all the way.
Yeah, Pope's big into the indies, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I can't I'm
Is
not
that
a
like-
director.
Is that like a garage style space or like a storage area, or is it like a regular?
No, it's my room.
It's a room?
It's a really big room.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I have a closet, and everything in the closet is pre-80s Marvel.
God damn.
Wow. Wow.
Damn.
Yeah.
And he's a run collector. He's a run collector.
Yeah, that's why I'm so depressed lately because I had a horrible story happen recently.
I know.
I have a really great selection of comic stores in San Diego, and I went to one about 2 weeks ago, and I was going to put a 9.2 Werewolf by Night 33 on hold.
Okay.
Wow.
It was $300.
Wow.
And my wife even said, you should do that. And I go and I look, I finally took the book down and looked at it, and it had a tick on the spine. And so I told her, I said, nah, never mind.
Oh, man.
I came back.
Dude, wait
following-
a second. Dude, I talk to Pope, and we have these conversations all the time, and he told, oh, it was a little tick. I'm like, dude, are you crazy? God, dude, are you...
Oh, no, I pay for it. No, I pay for it all the time. So after they did the announcement of the Werewolf by Night series, I went down the next day, and they had pulled all of their books. They weren't selling them. They were saying they were not for sale now.
Wow.
They had 2 Werewolf by Night 32s. One was 600. One was 700. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a book I don't have, and I'm too late now.
Oh yeah, that's a book I'll never own.
I got it earlier this year, and I got lucky I did, man.
No worries, Comic Cats. Have a great night. Thanks for being here, and congrats on 100 subs.
Hey guys, I just want to pick up on. Did you guys pick up on the most important part of that story that he just said? His wife said yes.
Yes, his wife.
I know, and he didn't.
Bro,
I was in San Diego.
bless her heart, bro. Bless her heart.
I was in San Diego November 2018, November of last year, I think. And I visited 3 comic shops, I think. And I made a video on my channel, like kind of giving my, like, I guess, you know, review, semi-review of those shops. But there were some pretty cool shops there. I barely scratched the surface of what was there, but I was able to at least hit up those 3 shops. I picked up the full Death in the Family run, all those Mignola covers at one of those shops. So that was a great visit.
Well, I hear Florida has a good selection as well.
Dude, we're blessed down
Seems
here.
to be sporting a bunch of collectors down there. I tell you
Seriously,
Yeah.
you guys are like,
Yeah.
there's a pack. You wouldn't think there'd be any books left.
you got a double-A baseball team down there.
I'm blessed with some great shops. I got 4 amazing shops that I do the rounds every once in a while. One's my LCS, but yeah, we're blessed, dude. Really
What happened?
blessed.
I mean, I can't complain either. I mean, New York City's got like 20 to 25, maybe more, like shops and like between all the different boroughs and everything. It's pretty, yeah.
I've hit a lot of those shops. I go like to New York like once a year, and that's all I do. I try to hit up as many shops as I can.
Yeah, it's fun. It's
Yeah,
fun.
there's a ton.
Yes, it is the Pope.
Wow.
It is
Yes, the Pope is in the house.
Yep.
This is a rare appearance, man.
I
I wasn't expecting stuff like this to happen. Invite.
This is like Sasquatch appeared on your channel. Right now.
I gotta like, whoa! I gotta think about, I gotta do this at like random times to see if I can get some random people up in here. I think maybe I'll do this early morning at some point. I don't know, like before I go.
One of those 8-hour shows that
You're all those Europeans will actually hop in.
Yeah, that's true. I would like that. I think somebody else is hopping in here. Biggieshaq is back, dude. Oh my god!
It's appearance.
He cannot leave. He can't give it up, man.
My web browser screen can't even handle like StreamYard with more than 4 people. Like it's all like jumbled and everything. I gotta resize my screen.
Hey, maybe y'all can help me out. Is this an Alex Ross? It probably ain't.
Let me see. I can't see it.
Yeah.
Let me. I'll
Make it big.
go big screen. There you go.
Oof.
Uh,
I've never seen that.
I never seen that. I don't think I've seen
The
that.
Yeah,
text
never
thing
seen
makes you think it's not.
Oh,
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
it kind of looks like his style. Oh, it says Tex. I don't know what that means.
Texeira, what's his name?
Marty Teixeira.
Mark Texeira, yeah.
Hey, shout out to
Shares the
Pope.
name of the baseball player.
Hey, Pope, how long you been collecting, bro?
Oh God. In earnest, probably since the 1980s.
Damn.
Shoot. You're killing me, bro.
Yeah. I know, but can you believe I still don't have some of the bigger books? And there's a whole big story around that. I mean, it just comes down to, disposable funds at whatever time, trying to keep up with buying everything, and certain books present themselves, and you just can't seem to scrape that dough together for the bigger books. Well, it gets worse every day, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hope you're being modest, bro. You got an amazing collection, dude. You're being too modest, dude. You're being too modest.
The truth of that is simply this, is that every single Wednesday I go to the comic store. With the exception of this last Wednesday, I didn't go. I was out of town and indisposed, so I don't know. I may not go tomorrow. I don't know how it's going right now, but the trying to put Werewolf by Night collection together and it taking a huge hit last week was a real wind out of my sails.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the ones
You
that
just
you
gotta
have-
regroup for a bit.
Yeah.
Oh
Hey,
yeah, that's where I'm at.
Books will come back, man. They always do. They always show up when you don't expect them.
Yeah, no, I'm confident,
Yeah.
especially at conventions. Big books are always there.
Yeah. Now's not
Depends on what you
the
wanna
time
do.
for those moon nights, though. You got to wait until the hype dies down a little bit, and then they'll start
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, that's a long hype runway. Like they've only announced it. Like
Exactly.
what happens when they announce the casting of like Mark Spector and it's like some huge pull, like some huge name or whatever. Man, yeah, it's just gonna keep flying.
It's gonna keep flying, but you got to wait until it's one of those lulls right before when nobody.
You just got to right. Like you say that, but you know, even some of those books that they announced that at San Diego are starting to come back. Like if you start looking at prices for some of them, the D23 books haven't yet, but some of the San Diego books have already been like pushed aside because of the D23 books.
Right. Yeah. I was tempted to try to track down one of those Mickey Mouse cover books, and then I was like, nah, what am I doing? You know what I mean? I walked away from that pursuit.
Hey,
yeah,
copy about February.
Yeah, I was gonna. I literally like had a JP's budget collecting video in my head, and I was like, step away from the eBay machine. Step away from the computer right
and
now.
The other thing that like I find that I've really found that's been helpful for me because I do that is because, okay, if I can't wait 3 to 6 months for it, and if I wait 3 to 6 months, do I even still want it?
Yeah. That's true.
And so that's the thing. It's like if I could go and I'm not going to want it in 6 months, why the hell am I buying it now?
Like the only reason why I want that book is its first cover appearance of Mickey. Like if that's really true, like if people if enough research comes out and that's really like if I start seeing that on CD,
there's never been a Mickey comic.
Yeah.
First cover appearance of Mickey on a Marvel comic is
on a Marvel comic.
Marvel
Okay.
Comic. Yeah,
okay.
not
I was
like.
gonna say there's gotta be a Mickey comic.
Yeah, no, he had a ton of books.
No,
But yeah, like if that becomes like a key, quote unquote, like on the CGC label, right?
Right.
It starts adding collectability value to it. Like I haven't seen that book. I haven't seen that book slabbed yet, though. I don't know if it's.
Well, I mean, you gotta think about Disney collecting too. Disney collectors are insane, bro.
They are.
Yeah, they are insane.
So it's I still stepped away from it, hoping that 4 to 6 months later down the line thing plays out, I guess. But
my thing is in the comic shops. Like, there's some shops that don't know what it is the thing that bugs me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not gonna be in comic shops, isn't it? I thought it was just a Comic Solutions.
That one was a one per store.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the Mickey was a one per store.
It was a one per store. It was not a D23 only. Like
wow. Okay, I didn't know that.
I thought it was a con. Yeah, I thought it was like an exclusive.
It's a one per store.
Some of these shops might have them.
Yeah, there might be a shop that has it that people didn't know what it was.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But no, like Biggie says, Disney collectors are crazy.
Still rocking, Kenny.
Yeah, he was gonna leave like 30 minutes ago, 84.
Yeah.
We've locked him back in. He had it down to just me. And then
my stomach's like grumbling over here.
You're gonna see in about an hour, you're gonna come back and it's gonna be Kavi and 4 different other people.
4 other people. Well, no, Biggie will be back for like the 15th time at that point.
I'm hoping that doesn't happen, but
it'll be a first cameo appearance.
But, maybe on like a Saturday, I'll get up early and like start it super early, and I'll try to go the 8-hour limit at some point for the show.
Oh, we should do that sometime. That would be fun.
That'll be fun. Let's see if I can do it.
Dude, I wanted to get in when you guys were talking food, man. I was trying to get in there, but I just couldn't do it.
Never too late to talk food, but sometimes it's too late to eat food. So I love talking food, dude.
Well, I gotta hop out for a minute. The dog is like begging to go outside, and it's his time.
You know what? I think I'm gonna take that moment to.
No, you guys.
It's all right. I gotta go shower, dude.
I need some food, dude. Biggieshaq, you're the fucking legend, dude. 5 appearances, 6 appearances. I lost track.
At least 6 appearances.
JP, thanks for hopping in here, dude. Appreciate it. Hialeah, Raul, awesome, dude. Thanks. I love you, dude. Thanks for being on. And Pope, you blew our minds by coming on here.
I know.
Pope was the cherry on top, bro.
Seriously. And WhoDat joined, I believe, for 2 or 3 times, and he had to go take care of stuff and come back. That was cool. It was awesome having him on here. I forget if I left somebody out. Discovery Bay. Dude, that felt like another show. Right? That was like
an hour ago.
Yeah, that was like an hour ago. JB, thanks for hopping on, brother. Dude, everybody, thanks for the support in the chat. There's like so many people in the chat. I can't name you all, but I really appreciate it. Bake the Snake sums it up. Holy shit, you guys are still going. Yes. But we are wrapping. I will be back on YouTube at some point doing this for 8 hours next time. We'll see. So thanks, everybody.
Peace, guys. Thank you for having me.
Later, everyone.
Later, guys.
Good night.
Peace and love.
See ya.